FM and HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
This is Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over C. Oh, he tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. How about a trail three? Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At the Garden, where tonight for the much-anticipated rematch and maybe, just maybe, a preview of mid-June as the reigning and defending world champion Boston Celtics welcome perhaps the number one contender to their throne, MVP favorite Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Away we go, another center stage, bright spotlight night on Causeway Street. I'm Sean Grande. Cedric Maxwell joins us shortly. That's what we do. And coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. We'll get you the latest on Kristaps Porzingis, who, if you were with us on Monday, finally talked about his health issues for the first time. We'll also break down this rematch with the Thunder, who stormed from behind in the fourth quarter to hand the Celtics a convincing defeat in early January. They enter as the most dominant team in NBA history, not just 53-12. They've outscored teams by 12.5 points a game, which has never been done. They have lapped the NBA field this year defensively. The key to it all, though, may be their second scorer, Jalen Williams, who won't play tonight. But can he be what he wasn't in the playoffs last year when it matters most? We'll discuss that. We'll take our trip around the NBA. Cavs get their 15th straight. Steph gets a second job and a truly unreal finish last night at the Fieldhouse.
Here comes a three and a foul! A foul! A foul! As Halliburton, floating out of bounds in front of the Milwaukee bench, hits a three and draws a foul.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Missoula.
You know, the level of pace to which you play with when you're in those situations, I think, can dictate some of that. And that's kind of been the thing that I've been thinking about is, you know, even in moments of that, can we still play faster?
But coming up next, the Utah Jazz stumbled into Boston Monday night knowing this was their Game 7. Down 23 early in the fourth, it looked as if Sam Hauser had put the thing away. He hadn't. The Jazz had a mountain to climb, but it was Jaylen Brown that scaled the biggest mountain of all. We'll look back. Derek White sets the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown pulls Kessler out. Now starts his drive. He's going to attack him and throw it down hard with the right hand. Jaylen Brown went at the Giant, climbed the mountain, and slammed it home over Walker Kessler. It's all coming up and more as we count you down to one of the games of the NBA season. We'll close the homestand at the center of the NBA world. Bottom of the hour, Celtics and the OKC Thunder on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Boston Celtics basketball is proudly sponsored by Amica Insurance. When it comes to protecting the life you built, trust your insurance needs to Amica's award-winning service. At Amica, they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through all the details of your policy or following up after a claim. As you cheer on the Celtics, visit Amica.com to learn more and get a quote today.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Are you stuck in traffic going to the game? Well, next time, do what I do. Get there without the traffic torment and just take the train. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free and enjoy later nighttime service after the game. And if the game's on a weekend, ride with $10 weekends. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
When he won a championship here, there was no one I don't think I've been around that I was happier to see when he's a champion, and he should have a championship. The champion should have championships, and it doesn't always work out like that. And so I have great respect for Al, and he was with us at a time of a lot of instability.
Mark Daigneault, the coach of the OKC Thunder, before the game, you've been so used to hearing us go on and on and on and on and on about Al Horford. We thought we'd have somebody else's voice doing it. I remember Al Horford spent just a very small portion of 1 year, a very strange year it was, with the OKC Thunder. That's the kind of year he has had, and probably the perfect guy to talk about with Kristaps Porzingis out again tonight. We'll get into all that. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market. Celtics tonight, it is a monster game that everybody's been waiting for. Celtics will be without Kristaps Porzingis. OKC, as you know, not only going to be without Jalen Williams, that was the big story yesterday, but Alex Caruso was scratched this afternoon as well. So, as has been the case with most of the games against the elite teams and the matchups this year, we're not going to get a great idea of what is what, because it feels like in almost every game somebody is out. But the Celtics will go with Al Horford again in the starting lineup. We saw the OKC Thunder back on January 5th. We're going to talk about that game, but we haven't seen them with the double bigs. Chet Holmgren is going to start, and they will not start Isaiah Hartenstein with him, but we'll get to all that. Before we look ahead, we look back. Previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub. For new customers, get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. The game between the games Monday night against Utah, and very nearly got away. There's a different feel for Utah tonight. They will wear the road black uniforms tonight, the alternates. White letters and numbers, purple trim down the sides and on the shorts. Celtics going to wear the road green tonight. White letters and numbers. They will go right to left. Celtics, as Max is about to tell you, are 14-4 this year when wearing the green. Luke Cornett will jump it against Walker Kessler, and Game 6 of the homestand underway. Luke Cornett wins it back into the hands of Derek White, and away we go. Jaylen Brown gets to the mid block, kick back out. Derek White has been moving in the left corner, and Drew Holiday is wide open for three.
Good. Great decision, man, by White. Give that basketball up. Little pump fake throws the defenders, though.
Pritchard has the corner taken away by Mihalik. He spins on him, drives, misses the layup. Offensive rebound, no putback for Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday might be one of the best in the league. Him and Derek together, you combine them on the offensive glass. These guys do a great job.
Filipowski in the game for Utah for the first time. Sexton step back left corner three is good over Queta. And just like that, the Jazz have the lead. They've had a good offensive run here, about 7 or 8 minutes now worth. And they lead 22-20. Drew Holiday for Derek White. Cornett screen. Kessler comes out to challenge Derek White, who loses Kessler on a step-back three. You'll see that one tonight.
That'll rip an ankle. That'll tear some Nikes up.
Derek White has 13 points in the quarter. Jaylen Brown, guarded by Juzang, goes around him, scoops it up and in, scoring and a foul. Juzang thought he had him pinned, and Jaylen just ducked the shoulder. Couldn't really see the rim, but felt he was near it. And went with the left hand off the glass after feeling the contact, and he got it to go.
I'm not sure how many times he fouled it.
Thunder will play Denver again tonight and then fly to Boston tomorrow. Hauser, catch and shoot. Quick three off the timeout, knocks it down. And Derek White got the ball to him immediately. Celtics needed a hot hand, and Sam Hauser, he's made 3 threes already in the quarter. Celtics have the largest lead for either side tonight, now up by 11. Long lead, Hauser in the corner. Hauser's made 6 threes already in the quarter. Steps back to his right and hits another one. 7 threes in the quarter for Sam Hauser. 90-67. Utah trying to hang around. They made a big run late in the game last night in Philadelphia to get back in. Here's John Collins open, and finally, on his 10th try, he knocks down a 3 It is a 9-0 run. Utah started 3 of 25 from 3. They just made 3 in a row. 103-98. Boston by 5, 4 minutes ago. Collins is open. Right side 3 is good. 2-point game. A 32-point fourth quarter for Utah. 32 points in 8 minutes. Derek White sets the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown pulls Kessler out. Now starts his drive. He's going to attack him and throw it down hard with the right hand. Jaylen Brown went at the Giant, climbed the mountain, and slammed it home over Walker Kessler. Celtics by 5, hand the ball, lead for Hauser. This could be a good night 3, and it is. A monster slam by Jaylen Brown over Walker Kessler, and then the ninth 3 of the night for Sam Hauser. And suddenly, Celtics Nation can breathe easy. Inbound, ripped away from Collins by Drew Holiday. He will dribble into the front court, and the Celtics will watch the final seconds tick off the clock. The Utah Jazz did such a great job not turning it over tonight, but on the final possession, that's how their last chance goes away. Drew Holiday began the game by scoring the first 5 points. He ends it with a big 3 and a steal. That seals it. The Celtics lose a 23-point fourth quarter lead, but they pull away late to win it and improve to 47-18, and now finally can truly look ahead to Wednesday night when the eyes of the NBA world will be here as SGA and OKC come to town. The final score, Boston 114, Utah 108. Celtics lose the first game of this 2-week, 7-game homestand to the Cleveland Cavaliers. After losing the 22-point lead, they have won 5 in a row since. Sam Hauser becomes the 10th man in the 30-year history of this building, TD Garden, to make 9 threes in a game, and he's the 3rd to do it in a week. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, and Sam Hauser all making 9 threes in a game in the last week of this homestand. We'll get to OKC in just a second here. Celtics playing again without Kristaps Porzingis. He had the update on his health, still a virus you're trying to chase down. He was with the Celtics during shoot-around today, and it's just going to be sort of wait and see. And as we shift to OKC here, what makes this interesting is that they have been, like most teams in the NBA, playing the double bigs and have been corrected. Their one major potential fatal flaw in this immaculate championship caliber season that the OKC Thunder, who are 53-12, are having, to me, is that they were not a good rebounding team. But they have been with the double bigs. With Holmgren and Hartenstein playing together, they've been a top 10 rebounding team. But between the Celtics not having Porzingis and now OKC having to go without both Jalen Williams and Alex Caruso tonight, they're actually going to play smaller. So Aaron Wiggins and Kaysen Wallace will go into the starting lineup. Hartenstein will come off the bench, and Holmgren will play center against Al Horford. There's an interesting thing happening now in this year in the NBA, and because everyone wants to be a talking head and to participate in that sort of hot take theater, there is a perceived disrespect of nobody's believing Cleveland could win a championship. Nobody believes in OKC. The problem with Cleveland, OKC, and Boston, these 3 teams having these championship caliber years, isn't what they are doing. It's the fact that the other 2 teams exist. So you can't say definitively in any other year, these 3 teams, Boston, Cleveland, and OKC, are having championship caliber regular seasons. They are having the kind of seasons that teams that go on to win the title have. There's never been a year in which you've had 3 teams this good, particularly on the road, as OKC is tonight. If I can illustrate my point, Max, only one team in NBA history has outscored teams by not over 9.1 points per game on the road in the season. In the history of the league, 1,000 teams, only the 72 Lakers have ever done it. This year, all 3 of those teams are doing it. If nothing changes, these will be 3 of the top 4 most dominant road teams in the history of the game. How can you get perspective? Not a chance. because at the bottom of the league, we have the Capture the Flag sweepstakes going on, and there's Washington and Utah and Charlotte and all the teams at the bottom. Philadelphia desperately trying to lose games now so they can keep their draft pick. So that, combined with the fact that there are more possessions, so the scores are higher, that's a pretty good indication. Now, speaking of possessions, scores were not higher the first time these two high-scoring teams met in OKC on January 5th. The Celtics entered the night tonight as the number 5 offensive team in the history of the NBA. But in the second half at OKC on January 5th, they scored 27 points on 8 of 40 shooting. And most remarkable thing that has happened this season, 61 minutes in the second half combined for, wait for it, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard. They scored this many points, 0.
Was some of the defense, but part of it, they just couldn't shoot that night. They kept missing a lot of open looks that the Celtics, if they get them again, I'm sure they're going to be successful.
All right, let's move on to Max's player to bank on in this game, and there are plenty to choose from, again, for OKC. The man's going to play, SGA, and by the way, you want a hot take for Hot Take Theater? MVP, which should be outrageously close, is not going to be close. SGA, you watch. When this is all said and done, he's going to win it by a mile. Max's player to bank on, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. In the market for a new home this spring, log on every Tuesday, 6 p.m. for CSB's Tuesday's Key to Home Ownership. Register at ClintonSavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender. NMLS number, as you all know, is 422081.
Well, let's look up at the big board. Let's see who started the game. And let's look at number 7. Number 7 is normally the guy who's going to be guarding a guy like a Luka, like a SGA, going to guard that guy. So that position with Jaylen Brown tonight, defensively, is what I look at and say, if the Celtics win that battle or get close in that battle, they win the game.
Tatum actually guarded him quite a bit in the game last year. Remember, SGA didn't play in the game here in Boston last year. Chet Holmgren did, but the Celtics just blew him out. That was a game late in the season. Obviously, the Thunder playing without 2 regulars tonight again, and Jalen Williams and Alex Caruso. On behalf of all the broadcasters in the NBA, it's a dream come true because this is how deep OKC is, Max. They literally have another Jalen Williams on the roster. That's depth. If you lose Jalen Williams, to have a second Jalen Williams to be able to play, which they actually do have. Max's keys to the game driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
You know, I would say control the initial point of attack, but I say that with this team, you can't turn the ball over because this team wants to run. If they get an opportunity, you turn the basketball over, they can put your lights out because they want to run up and down the floor.
Monday night, the Utah Jazz came into this building dead last in the league in forcing turnovers and dead last in the league in committing turnovers. Guess who's first in both of those categories? The OKC Thunder. That's why they create so many extra possessions. Part of the reason they have right now, to this point, the greatest scoring differential in NBA history. And lost in the game January 5th. The Celtics offense was so atrocious in the second half. It was one of the weakest offensive games of the year for OKC. They barely got to 100 points in that game. The Celtics defensively did everything they needed to do to win that game, but the offense was so bad. So you had two teams that combined to score about 235 points a game, and they didn't even get to 200 in that game on January 5th.
Well, I mean, the teams right there, you know, it's just funny. Sometimes teams like that kind of cancel each other out. Look for the night to be, I think, a high-scoring game.
One little magic number tease.
Yep,
insert here. The Celtics with a win tonight, and what would be a far more unusual would be Atlanta losing at home to Charlotte tonight, and the Celtics on the 12th of March will officially clinch a playoff spot. They'll be the second team in the NBA. Even OKC hasn't done that because the Western Conference 7 seed is obviously better than right now the Eastern Conference is 7 seed. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market. Celtics tonight. Our conversation with Joe Missoula, where Joe goes, you want full Missoula, you're going to get it here, as he, out of nowhere, references Celtic City, the documentary that's going on right now, and does it in a way that only Joe Missoula can. Please stay tuned for that. We'll take our trip around the NBA, in which the NBA fraternity lost another member today. We'll get to that after losing the legend Junior Bridgman yesterday. Crazy, wild, beyond wild finish that should have looked familiar to the Celtics and Celtic fans that the Pacers pulled off last night against Milwaukee. But coming up next, Joe Murray has Sports Hub headlines. We're headed now for the Celtics and the OKC Thunder. Final game of this 2-week homestand coming your way on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But this one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. Oh, one last number. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Is your relationship with your bank in a rut? Might be time for someone new. At Navigant Credit Union, we offer better rates, fewer fees, and support that puts you first. Don't put it off. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ever wish you could be a world champion like the Boston Celtics? Well, even if that's not in the cards, you can use the same corporate card as the Celtics. Meet Brex, the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex is the world's smartest corporate card, trusted by over 25,000 companies, from startups to enterprises. Brex cards help you make every dollar count by making it easy to control spending before it happens. Automate manual work and optimize your earnings. Does getting your company more for its money sound like a slam dunk? Get started at Brex.com/grow.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, NFL free agency continues today. Former Patriots defensive back Jonathan Jones is signed with Washington. Also, former Patriot Chuks Okorafor signing with the Jets. Speaking of the Jets, they've cut both Aaron Rodgers and C.J. Mosley today. The Rams have released Cooper Kupp. Broncos signing two-time Pro Bowl tight end Evan Ingram. Bruins 2-0 since the trade deadline. They take on Linus Ullmark in Ottawa tomorrow night. And the Red Sox, they trail the Twins right now 5-3. Tanner Houck struggled through 3 innings. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive-through oil change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray, Grandy, and Max. They'll take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
Whether you're a small, medium, or Fortune 100 company, NetSuite by Oracle is the leading cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. NetSuite provides real-time insights and forecasting, allowing you to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Grow profitably with NetSuite. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
Some vehicles are simply made. Cadillac vehicles are made to be iconic, and whether that's being made to be vibrant in an all-electric Lyriq, made to be epic in a luxurious Escalade, or made to be thrilling with the dynamic performance of CT4 and CT5, Cadillac is always made to be bold. This is Cedric Maxwell, and I can tell you that icons aren't just born, they're made. Visit your New England Cadillac dealer, the exclusive luxury vehicle of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics, and me, Cedric Maxwell.
With the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app, you'll earn points on every purchase. And now there are even more ways to easily redeem your points for rewards. Members enjoy personalized deals and can save up to 20% weekly. Earn gas discounts of up to $1 a gallon at participating stations. And can easily opt in to redeem points for automatic cash off at checkout. Just set it and forget it. All with the Shawzer Star Market Deals and Delivery app. Become a member for free when you download today.
Take care of business with CSB, the bank that always makes you feel like their only customer. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC.
Hi, Cedric Maxwell. As a former professional basketball player, two-time world champion, and calling the games at 98.5 The Sports Hub, fans know I love the Green Team. I want to share my experience with another amazing Green Team, FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know that 1 in 10 people have unclaimed property from things like an uncashed check, refund from an overpaid bill, or long-forgotten savings account? I found money, and so can you. FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasury Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you have any green waiting for you.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Celtics and the OKC Thunder getting set to go here. Game of the night, one of the games of the year in the NBA. First, our trip around the NBA brought to you by your Boston area Chevrolet dealers. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and the feature-packed all-new Equinox.
He throws it into Garland. Garland with 10 on the shot clock. Right of the lane, into the lane. Flowed, scores!
Wow. Garland is something, Tim. He is up for this one.
14 here in the fourth, 26 in the game. Cavs up 101-97.
Remember, the Cavs started the year 15-0, then they came to Boston, suffered their first loss. Well, they've won 15 in a row again. They come from behind. They beat the Nets last night, 109-104. Nets, by the way, will be in Chicago tomorrow. Then they get the Celtics in that brutal back-to-back on Saturday night. Quick aside to point out that the Celtics have, Max, 4 Eastern Conference road games remaining. 4. That's it. 2 of them in Florida, 2 of them in New York, and both back-to-backs. Are they together? New York, and Florida? No, they are not. Celtics will be in Miami, then have an earlier game the next night in New York. Then they'll play a game in New York in the final week of the season and have an earlier game the next night in Florida.
Somebody didn't look at the schedule the right way.
Or a map.
Yeah, it's like, okay, guys, you're in New York, stay in New York. Okay.
All right. Last year, the Celtics, remember, had the Drew Holiday steal in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals in Indiana. You and I have that great view at the Fieldhouse where we're sort of elevated, and we could see Rick Carlisle coming out of a timeout late in Game 3 of the Conference Finals in what basically was a football look. They had a front court inbounder and 4 guys in the backcourt. I think I said at the time it looked like Ted Lasso was designing this play. It didn't work that night. They ran it for Aaron Nesmith, maybe got free throws out of it. I'm not sure how the end result of that play. Well, last night, down by 3, in the final seconds, Rick Carlisle ran the exact same play, and here's what happened.
Here comes a 3 and a foul! A foul! A foul! As Halliburton, floating out of bounds in front of the Milwaukee bench, hits a 3 and draws a foul.
How cool was it, by the way, for Mark Boyle? In a game that Reggie Miller was doing, all those Reggie Miller threes he had all those years, and Reggie was there doing the game with Brian Anderson on TNT last night, as Tyrese Halliburton, one of the shots of the year in the NBA, down by 3, fall away 3 after they ran 4 guys into the front court in that football look. What Giannis was thinking about, I have no idea. Charging at him and committing the foul. A 4-point play, and Indiana wins that game. That, by the way, in a month, when everything's said and done, that could be home court. In the first round, in that first round playoff series, or even worse, it could knock one of those teams down into the 6th spot as Detroit. Now we have a virtual 3-way tie right now between Milwaukee, Indiana, and Detroit for 4, 5, 6 in the East.
Well, the way you thought Milwaukee was playing, that things had kind of straightened themselves out, but they've been kind of up and down. They've been seesawing.
By the way, let's throw out this scenario since nobody has brought it up yet. Milwaukee could fall. They have a tough schedule the rest of the way. Milwaukee could fall to 6. If the Bucks and Knicks meet in the first round in the Celtics bracket in the playoffs, can the Knicks beat Milwaukee in a 7-game series?
It'd be tough. I'd actually like Milwaukee in that series.
All right, a couple of games tonight we'll be watching for you. Clippers are in Miami. Celtics will be in Miami next on Friday night. And the second half of this ESPN doubleheader, some big games out west tonight, including Minnesota at Denver. And the Knicks continue their road trip in Portland. All right, real quick before as we wrap up this segment, let's start with the news of the day. Sort of a stunning loss in so many ways. Oliver Miller, 54 years old, a former member of the Phoenix Suns, affectionately called the Big O, the teammate of Charles Barkley, passes away this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. Young man had some problems, physically, thinking about food and stuff like that. You have to be, very aware of what you're doing, have to get through playing.
I waited all day because I wanted to hear you talk about Junior Bridgman, who was a player who I think made less than $3 million in his entire NBA career. and essentially made 100 times that amount getting into the restaurant business and building off, and became a minority owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, who passed away yesterday.
Unbelievable. I played with him 1 year with the Clippers, one of the nicest guys around, but was, the vision that most players have of what they can do after they get through playing. That's where Junior was brilliant. He was, he owned Jet and Ebony Magazine, over 450 different restaurants and all these other entities that made him a billionaire, but his friends will remember him of being just a great guy.
You never really wanted to work that hard, did you?
For $1 billion, I'm not sure.
All right, we got the Celtics and the OKC Thunder, and a very unique take on Celtic City coming your way from Joe Missoula next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
What are the potential threats from artificial intelligence that could totally upend the way Americans live their lives? What will it do to the job market, data privacy, cybersecurity, the banking system, national security? Learn how you could help protect your life savings with a free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. You could get up to a 10% instant match in bonus silver if you qualify, but only while supplies last. Call 855-GOLD-IRA now. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But this one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number. $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. Oh, one last number. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through May 4th, new customers can get started with 150 megabit internet for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires enrollment in paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Coach's interview brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market. Download the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery apps today. Save on groceries and gas. Go shopping, get rewards. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Boston Celtics. Here's Sean Grandy with the coach.
All right, Joe Murray, thank you. Joe, we've often talked about having expectations about games and the things that will make the difference. Two separate things. Utah got 1.7 points per possession in the fourth quarter, well under one in the first three. And I imagine the expected was much different. And did some of those shots just start falling?
Some of them, but, I think at the same time there were things that we could do better, especially on the defensive end of the floor. I thought we did a good job offensively, handling their switching and getting their rim protection lifted and being able to get into the paint for some paint shots or kickouts. But definitely there were some tough shots, but there were some areas that we could be better at defensively.
How much is human nature? I don't think there's been any look at advanced analytics and expected defense and expected shot making, whatever, when teams are up by 25 or they're up by 20, when human nature dictates that games are going to get closer.
Yeah, I mean, I think the question I had was how many of those things happen around the league. But I think the thing more is about pace, right? It's always an interesting, when you're in those situations, do you want to play slow and get good shots? Do you want to play fast and to keep the pace of the game going? I think the level of pace to which you play with when you're in those situations, I think, can dictate some of that. And that's kind of been the thing that I've been thinking about is, even in moments of that, can we still play faster? Can we still use some of the things that helped us get that, to try and build on it?
Sort of counter to the long-standing thought about a clock sport, basketball or football or whatever, where when you have the lead, and then it's how did you get the lead versus playing the clock.
Speaking of clock management, episode 2 of Celtic City.
Yes.
3-point game, they dribble out.
Yes.
That, I did not know that.
Well, none of that stuff was in there. Of course, which one are you talking about? Game 7 in 69?
Yes. So if you're up 3, there was up 3 and they just dribbled the shot clock out.
Yes.
So now it's a 3-point game with 10 seconds left.
Right. Well, what you're going to enjoy, let me tip the hand here, is in episode 3. You're going to love this one. In the famous 1976 game, the triple overtime game in Game 5 of the NBA Finals with the series tied at 2, Phoenix took a technical foul. They took a timeout they didn't have deliberately to give away the free throw so they could advance the ball. There's no three-point shot, remember. They're down by 1. But to get the ball and advance it into the front court, they called a timeout they didn't have, gave the technical foul, giving up the second point to go down by 2 just to get the ball to half court. And, of course, Garhard famously made the shot and it forced the third overtime. But I don't think people were – that's about as advanced as the thinking was back then.
But that led me to, just imagine all the situational things that either went your way or not go your way back in the day.
Sure.
And it goes into what we were talking about with the Indiana game. Nesmith makes that shot, you never know what the series is. There's so many things situationally that have to go your way in order to be great, and you have to do it yourself. But that was such an interesting perspective of, Game 7 at the Garden. It comes down to, situational basketball.
All right, well, here's something that didn't go your way, which was the second half on January 5th in Oklahoma City. You said immediately after the game we couldn't get our spacing right. And it made me wonder how much was them, how much was you. In other words, when you talk about spacing, the concept of spacing, and this is critical based on the way the first game went and this rematch tonight, how much of that do you control?
I think the second piece of that spacing is having the right matchups, in the spacing, getting players, defensive players in the positions that we want them to be in and stuff like that. So that was, their ball pressure and physicality was great. They're also very good at changing up matchups, out of timeouts. And the second half matchups were much different than they were in the first half matchups because of how the first half went. And so, we had to fight to be able to get the proper spacing and where we wanted them defensively. And they did a better job of their ball pressure and physicality in the second half, and it kind of took us out of that.
All right, here's the difference now, which I really love about what they've done in the second half of the year, in the age in this year of the double big. Now with the double bigs back, one thing you'd look at with OKC is they were giving away, and where possessions are so critical, and they obviously, unlike Utah was last in the league in forcing turnovers, last in the league in committing turnovers. Utah is first in both of those categories, so they get extra points, extra possessions. And now the one issue that they seem to have needed to correct was the rebounding, where they were giving away extra possessions. And now they've been one of the top 10 rebounding teams in the league since they've got the double bigs together.
Yeah, and I think the turnover percentage has gone down a little bit, but their pace has remained high. Yes. And, so it's just a give or take in both ways. And so I think it's, you want to be as consistent as you can in the margins, which they've done a great job of. You also want to develop some different identities, and they're doing that with their double big, and and because of our situation at times, we've been able to develop different identities there as well.
So to sum up, instead of just enjoying Celtic City and the history of the franchise and this extraordinary work, documentary-wise, of footage and archival stuff that's been put together, you're essentially watching for last-second possessions and how to manage them.
Yes.
That is Joe Missoula, and that is a sentence you didn't need me to say. It's the Celtics and the OKC Thunder. It's next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers expert assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
No luck is needed at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your oil change is always complete in about 15 minutes, always appointment free, and you'll never have to leave your car. It's always your lucky day. Plus, did you know all services are stay in your car? From wiper blade replacements to tire rotations to AC services, they can do it all while you relax in the comfort of your own vehicle. Go to NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next visit. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of Lucky Days.
Whether you're a small, medium, or Fortune 100 company, NetSuite by Oracle is the leading cloud ERP, bringing accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one platform. NetSuite provides real-time insights and forecasting, allowing you to peer into the future and seize new opportunities. Grow profitably with NetSuite. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/Celtics. That's netsuite.com/Celtics.
Imagine looking up and seeing 48 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 48 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat, featuring the all-new F-150 and the 2024 North American Truck of the Year, Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Saturday night at the Garden felt like the world was watching as the Celtics and Lakers played their biggest regular season game in years. Monday felt like a Monday. The 15-win Utah Jazz were in hoping to catch the Celtics, either looking back or looking ahead or looking anywhere but at them. They almost got their wish. Celtics by 5, and the ball lead for Hauser. This could be a good night 3, and it is. A monster slam by Jaylen Brown over Walker Kessler, and then the ninth 3 of the night for Sam Hauser. And suddenly, Celtics Nation can breathe easy. In most NBA years, the defending champions on pace to win 60 games would be the clear-cut favorite. This is not most NBA years. Not only are the Celtics 8 games behind Cleveland in the East, there's an even more dominant challenger out West. Nearly 8 decades of NBA basketball, no team has been more dominant than the Thunder. 53 wins, the league's best defense, and an unprecedented scoring margin. Now, can they become the first team to sweep the defending champs? A game that needs no hype. Celtics and the OKC Thunder next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers. FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
And if there's going to be a banner 19, it may very well have to come at the hands of the OKC Thunder. Welcome into TD Garden, another game of the night in the NBA starting lineup.
It's got a big feel to it.
I love it when you pump up the game.
Absolutely.
Starting lineup is brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Now, the Thunder starting lineup has had a big feel to it lately, but not tonight. Isaiah Hartenstein will go back to the bench. Cason Wallace into the starting lineup with Aaron Wiggins, who replaces Jalen Williams, along with Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren up front, and, of course, the MVP favorite, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Celtics tonight will go for a 7th straight game without Kristaps Porzingis. They'll sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Al Horford, University of Florida.
And on January 5th, as if this game didn't mean enough to the Celtics, who aren't going to have a lot of meaningful games left. In fact, you could argue that this is the last really meaningful one. as far as the regular season is concerned. The Celtics got embarrassed in the second half in the game at OKC. It was an atrocious offensive performance. OKC did what they've been doing to everybody in the course of this season in the league, forcing turnovers, denying good looks. The Celtics, as Joe Missoula just told you, weren't really fighting for their spacing in that game, and now you get a little short-handed on the side. Obviously not having Porzingis, that's very significant, but no Caruso, no second scorer in Jalen Williams, and the Celtics team that wants to get him back.
Well, you want payback. You want to establish some dominance.
Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series. #1 pickup, #1 selling truck in brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Jason Giles of East Bridgewater. Celtics go up by 15 at any point in the first. And win the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Tech. Enter the contest at 98.5thesportshub.com. OKC wearing the home white tonight. They win the opening tip. Driving against the black and green wearing Celtics. Here's a kick out on the right side. And a Lou Dort 3 is how the game begins. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leads the league in drives and points per possession off drives because guys can make shots. No Jalen Williams tonight. Can the Thunder make enough shots off of these drives? That's the question. Jason Tatum shuttles it left side to Jaylen Brown. High dribble with the right hand, gets to the free throw line, pull up on Casey Wallace. His jumper comes up short. Rebound. Al Horford just rips it away from Holmgren. Kick back to Jaylen Brown, moves it on the wing where Jason Tatum is open, but the three going to come up a little bit short. And the rebound for Lou Dort. It's a wide open look for Tatum. Lou Dort driving, slot drive on Derek White, runs it off the window and in. Kind of pushed him backwards a little bit, but not enough to get a foul. Lou Dort, just like Drew Holiday here on Monday night, it's Lou Dort who has the first 5 points of the game. Jason Tatum, pull up 3 on Dort. That one rims out, rebound Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on his way most likely to the MVP. Left-hand dribble, drives around Holiday, gets in deep, runs it off the glass, no good, gets his own rebound. Put back is good, 7-0.
So much for a good start.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you think you could stop him, and you just can't. Kick out. Jaylen Brown gets it back from Tatum. Spins on Casey Wallace. Attack, scoops it up, no good. A lot of contact. Jalen knocked down, no call. 7-0 OKC lead and the ball. Chet Holmgren with Derek White in front of him. Dribbles around him, floats it up, blocked by Al Horford. Loose ball, pinballed around. Holmgren's got it and gets fouled.
Think about Holmgren. Chet is long. He is just a long dude. There's not a lot of weight on him, but man, length, he has that.
And without Hartenstein starting, the Celtics still had given up 5 of the first 6 rebounds, and this to me was the potential fatal flaw for OKC. They were not a good rebounding team, but they are 8th in the NBA since late January. Playing double bigs, not tonight, and they still have a bunch of rebounds early. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander tries to step back, now starts to drive on Horford, reaches out, knocks the ball away. Horford has pulled it away from both Holmgren and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here to start the game. Celtics down 7-0. Picking up where they left off in the fourth quarter offensively in the game at OKC. Derek White throws back to Jaylen Brown, swings left side, Tatum. Tatum against Shai. Left-hand dribble, start and stop into a double team. Kick to the corner, Drew Holiday, quick 3. Not a good shot, no good. The rebound, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Celtics, who ended the game going 8 for 40 at OKC, have missed their first 5 tonight. Wallace drives, spins, lays it up with the left hand over Derek White, off the window and in. It's 9-0 Thunder. Joe Missoula calls the timeout.
They're doing it by just getting towards the rim. I think the Celtics have had a couple of good shots, but missed those. OKC is attacking the rim and knocking down shots from the outside. And
if you missed the second half on January 5th, it looked a lot like this. 2:27 gone by at the Garden. OKC 9, Boston nothing on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Ever wish you could be a world champion like the Boston Celtics? Well, even if that's not in the cards, you can use the same corporate card as the Celtics. Meet Brex, the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex is the world's smartest corporate card, trusted by over 25,000 companies, from startups to enterprises. Brex cards help you make every dollar count by making it easy to control spending before it happens. Automate manual work and optimize your earnings. Does getting your company more for its money sound like a slam dunk? Get started at Brex.com/grow.
Right now at Verizon, you can get one line for less than you think. Just $50 per month when you bring your phone, which is less than you spend on Bella's Dog Walker and Glam Squad every week. Get one line on unlimited welcome for $50 per month with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Boston Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Randy Max back at the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they'll be able to game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Celtics missed 32 of their last 40 shots, scoring 27 points in the second half at OKC. And it looked a lot like this as in the first 2.5 minutes tonight. Celtics already down 9-0. They are 0 for 5, 0 for 3 from 3, and they've been out-rebounded 6-1.
Well, that's the key to it. I mean, rebound the basketball. If the opponent is a smaller team, you got to get in a position where you get towards the glass as fast as you can, attack it. Take advantage of your mismatches.
No changes for either side. And OKC has all those rebounds despite going smaller here. Mark Daigneault's done an unbelievable job. Local product. Always enjoys coming back home to Boston. Tatum to the inbound to Derek White. He'll get it across half court. Pounded by Aaron Wiggins. Derek White push pass for Jason Tatum deep on the right side. Gets the screen from Horford. Comes strong down the right side. They triple him in the paint, so he kicks out to an open Al Horford for 3.
Finally got a look from Al. Able to knock down that 3. No contest once you go towards the basket.
Mark Daigneault talked about Al Horford for about 5 straight minutes before the game tonight. He probably would have gone on. It felt like he was doing a podcast and how much he loved the time he got to spend with him at OKC. Holmgren moves it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Deep on the left side against Jaylen Brown. Dribbles behind his back. Loses Jaylen. Attacks the paint. Runs it up and in as he gets knocked down. Spectacular.
Said that was a matchup, buddy.
This dude is at another level right now. 11-3. OKC by 8. Jaylen Brown against Chet Holmgren. Hayden tried to go backdoor. Lou Dort had that fronted. Out it comes to Horford. Horford moves it left wing. Derek White into the corner. Drew Holiday going to drive on Wiggins. Knocks him away. Kick out to an open Jaylen Brown. His 3 way short. Rebound comes all the way out to Jason Tatum. Finds Al Horford. Pretty good look. Straight away 3. Got another one. Al Horford saving the Celtics here early on. He's knocked down a couple of threes. Everybody else 0 for 6. Boston down by 5. 11-6. SGA already 4 points, 3 rebounds. Here he comes again, down the left side, under the basket, bounce pass over the corner. Dort swings it all the way around the horn. Holmgren will try a long jumper, blocked by Al Horford, but Holmgren pounces on the loose ball, attacks, and lays it in.
Too many second chance opportunities. Al very active. Somebody else has to meet him up.
3 offensive rebounds already for OKC. Here's the entry to Al Horford. He's going to zip into the corner. Holiday kick out of the wing. Tatum finds Jaylen Brown and moves it to the left wing for Derek White's open 3.
Is it going to be a shootout? Is it going to be a shootout?
13-9. OKC by 4 after scoring the first 9 points of the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander turns Jaylen Brown around, switches to the right hand, scores off the window again. And so far, SGA has had his way with Jaylen Brown. 6 points, 3 rebounds early for SGA. 15-9 is the Thunder lead. Drew Holiday bumps into Lou Dort. Kick out Horford, gives it to Derek White. Left side, another 3. Here we go. Celtics went 0 for 3 to start the game from distance. Now they've hit 4 or 5 out of the timeout, and the OKC lead is down to 3, 15-12. Making them pay. Ball movement is really good here for the Celtics on the perimeter. Holmgren shovels it. Cason Wallace. Pressure to the outside by Jason Tatum. Strong down the way he comes, puts it high off the glass. No good. Another offensive rebound. This time a good box out. Makes it a tough shot for Wiggins. He can't put it back in. Derek White penetrates, throws back out to Drew Holiday. His 3 comes up short. And the rebound belongs to Wiggins.
So Wiggins get up.
Wiggins switches to the left hand, spins back to his right. Misses at the rim. I don't know if somebody got a piece of that. White forced him in too deep. But Alfred has the rebound, and here comes Derek White. Boston only down by 3 remarkably here. Tatum straight away. Against Wiggins. Now Holmgren comes out to challenge Tatum out here half court. Tatum trying to shake him off. Here's the step back. Tatum's 3. No good. Would have tied the game. Horford, great back tap of the offensive rebound. Holiday puts it in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen getting dogged by SGA. Enters to Horford. Horford has the ball punched away by Casey Wallace. Out of bounds. And it will be Celtics ball.
Is this Hal playing in the paint? Ooh.
Hal's doing everything right now.
Fella going back like, you want to trade me? You want to send me away? You want to send me home? Okay.
Now, we're going to put an asterisk. Listen, SGA's had a better Jaylen Brown here. No question. We do have to mention this time of year every year, Jaylen Brown is honoring a Ramadan, which means he is not eating. He's fasting. Under out of bounds for Jaylen Brown. Kick to Horford. Pretty good look at a 3 over Hartenstein. Would have tied the game. Celtics had a couple of chances to tie. Holmgren the rebound. Now you get the double bigs in there for OKC as Wallace comes out. Lou Dort switches to the right hand. Kick out Holmgren. Pump fake. Horford goes for it. Penetrating to the free throw line. Then thrown back out for a Wiggins 3 that rims out. Offensive rebound again. Holmgren the putback and the foul. Celtics without Porzingis have no answer for Holmgren underneath.
Now they bring another big in. What you see, he box out, box out, box out. Nobody boxed him out. He just goes back up with that long, athletic body of his. Just lean.
Luke Cornett was pretty good in the game at OKC. He's going to have to be tonight. Holmgren's free throw bounces short. 17-12. OKC by 5. Feels like they should be up a lot more here. 11-6 rebound advantage. They're 8 of 15 for the floor. Tatum moves it left side. Another good look for Derek White for 3.
Derek White going where he wants to go.
Celtics missed their first 3 from distance. Now 5 of their last 9. SGA bounce pass cross court to Holmgren. Holmgren switches to the left hand. Runs over Derek White. Scoops it up and in. No call either way. And the bucket will count.
Holmgren put the ball on the floor. Pretty amazing to get by White.
6 points, 5 rebounds now. Fantasy Ransom telling Derek White as they go up the floor. White didn't call it. Bounce pass back out to Horford for another 3. This is crazy. Celtics have made 6 threes in this sequence, and they're within 1. 19-18. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, long cross court. Dort lines up a 3. Not a chance. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Derek White. Celtics actually can take the lead here. Derek White across half court. Spins away from Lou Dort, attacks the rim, and gets fouled by Chet Holmgren.
Wow. Derek White takeover. This is all-star Derek White of last year. The ability this time to get towards the floor. He did take that charge a minute ago. Had his body, and he's talking again about Holmgren going into the body. He was there, taking the charge, didn't get the call.
The Celtics will set an NBA record this year for percentage of shots coming from 3. That we already know. 60%. 13 of their first 15 shots tonight have been 3s. And they can finally get a free throw without anybody defending it. Derek White misses it. Now, if there wasn't enough three-point shooting, here comes Peyton Pritchard. Come get Drew Holiday. Isaiah Joe will check in for OKC. They can just empty a clown car.
Yeah, and they bring in another guy who can be electric shooting the basketball.
Before they loaded up around him, Isaiah Joe was having big games off the bench. It's interesting. Isaiah Joe and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander both on the floor. You know what those 2 guys had in common as very young players as rookies? Their coach was Doc Rivers. But he's never favored younger players, right? He always wanted to bring in veterans. How does that Clipper trade look now, getting Paul George, having to give it up SGA? 1 or 2 free throws for Derek White. We start over again, tied at 19. Isaiah Hartenstein wearing the black mask. Hands off, and then driving baseline. Isaiah Joe stepped out of bounds. Pants off for a second. They were calling a foul on Horford, but that's just a turnover. And the Thunder and the Celtics are the teams that commit the fewest turnovers in the NBA. They've been trading that top spot back and forth all year. Derek White again, left side 3. It's a quick one, no good. Hartenstein pulls the rebound away. Surprisingly, Peyton Pritchard couldn't steal one from Hartenstein. Tie game, Lou Dort dribbles into the front court. Nobody near him, so he just pulls up and knocks down a 3.
Yeah, the Celtics don't do a better job of challenging from the three-point line.
Celtics got cross-matched there, and there was nobody near Dort. 22-19. Tatum behind the back bounce pass. Horford swings it left side. Pritchard up fakes on SGA. Dribbles into the paint, then diagonal kick out. Jaylen Brown trying another 3. No good. Rebound Peyton Pritchard. Return to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen's got to attack. Does on Kenrich Williams. Then kick to the left corner. Horford touches it out to a wide open Jason Tatum for 3. Timeout, Mark Daigneault. Leave the three-point shooters at your own risk. And the 9-point OKC lead is gone. 3:51 to go, opening quarter. Boston 22, OKC 22. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
It's time to start a healthy relationship with your money. With Navigant Credit Union, there are no hidden fees, great interest rates, and support that puts you first. Make the switch today. Navigant Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
We only get 48 minutes together. A few times a week, a few months a year. 48 minutes.
Big game for the Celtics tonight.
Where the 72,000 square miles of New England are focused on nothing but 94 feet of parquet. Because it's us versus the world, and the world versus the world champs. At Amica, we show up for New England, like New England shows up for the Celtics.
Just in time for St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Corned beef is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Right now, pick up Signature Select Corned Beef Point Cut for just $1.27 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2, while supplies last. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. We're all Irish on St. Patrick's Day, so don't miss out on corned beef. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest inventory of name brand tires at discount prices, including Michelin tires, which give you the perfect match, a relaxing driving experience from your vehicle, along with all-season design for superior performance that stands out from the crowd. And Town Fair stands out from other dealers with a guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires and gives you more free services for life than anywhere. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
If you're time traveling from anywhere else in the universe, it is 2025. And we know that because the Celtics have taken 16 of their first 18 shots from three. And it's working as they've made up a 9-point deficit. We're tied at 22. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
Randy Mack sold out TD Garden. Breck's proud to be the official corporate card of the Celtics. Breck's cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at Brex.com/grow. Al Horford has made 3 threes, sits. Derek White has made 3. He sits as well. Celtics now have Jason Tatum out there with the bench group of Pritchard, Craig Hauser, and Luke Cornett. Sam Hauser coming off his 9 3-pointer game on Monday. Bounce pass backdoor. SGA in deep. Draws the foul on Cornett. And he will go to the line. Cornett contested the shot. SGA obviously jumped into him. He was greeted last week with the creative chant from the crowd at Target Center in Minnesota. And Celtics are considering challenging, but I don't think they're going to use it here. Clearly, Luke Cornett was vertical, but he was inside the circle when he did it. So SGA, who leads the league in free throws, hits the first one here, was greeted with the chant at Target Center, free throw merchant, because he, like James Harden and other guys before him, just creates opportunities at the line. And he rare free throw miss, rebound out of bounds off Hartenstein. And the Celtics will get it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a 90% free throw shooter. 23-22 is the OKC lead. 7 points, 3 rebounds. He does not have an assist here. OKC getting their stuff in close. Well, the Celtics shooting threes. Pritchard overruns his dribble. It's clean, unforced turnover. Kenrich Williams gets it away from him. SGA looking for that first assist. Finds Dort, who steps away from Torrey Craig. Misses the 3. Defensive rebound on the weak side for Sam Hauser. Outlet for Peyton Pritchard up the left side. Pritchard, hand back to Sam Hauser. He's looking a lot more sleek and aerodynamic tonight. Enter Jason Tatum. His head shaved for charity yesterday. Tatum draws a double team. There's the bounce pass out to an open Pritchard. His 3 is no good. Rebound Cornett kept it alive. Pinballs around, goes out of bounds. Last touch either by Craig or Kenrich Williams. Going to be Boston ball off Kenrich Williams.
Now active. The guys out on the floor now active, hunting those deep offensive rebounds. I think you got a better crew out there who want to get there.
Sam Hauser on the under out of bounds. It's safe to Pritchard. Finds Cornette. Swings to Tatum. Tatum left side. Dribbles around Lou Dort. Into a pile of Thunder players. Kick out to Torrey Craig. Moves it to Hauser. Return to Torrey Craig. Forced three over Kenrich Williams. Not a good shot. And the rebound came right to Jason Tatum, but he just couldn't get his hands up to grab it. And it goes out of bounds off of him.
So people think sometimes how it ricochets off. It comes off so fast, he wasn't able to put his fingertips on that basketball and control it.
I'm not even sure you can say the Celtics have shot the ball well, even though they're 7 of 18 from three, because these have all been open shots, virtually. Kenrich Williams in the right corner. His three is good. 26-22.
It's almost like a duplicate copy of the team you're playing against.
No question.
3-point shooters all over the place.
Quick three from Pritchard is good. Get across half court, but this time the ball wasn't moving around. It's just not challenging. OKC is really letting the Celtics shoot. SGA turns, fires, really tough shot. Is good over Pritchard. That was impossible to defend. 9 points, 3 rebounds for SGA here in the first quarter. 28-25, Thunder by 3. Peyton Pritchard, right-hand dribble, moves to his left. There's SGA on him, so move it to Torrey Craig. Craig picks up his dribble, trying to get it back to Pritchard, being fronted by Williams. Finally gets it to him. Pritchard with the shot clock winding down to 3. In some trouble here. Spins, has to launch an off-balance 3. Back iron, no good. The rebound for Isaiah Joe.
Just hit the glass. I think it's good.
Isaiah Joe challenged by Tatum. Shuttles it out to Williams. Now SGA swings to Hartenstein. He will attack the paint. And then behind the back, throw it out to the wing where he hoped Isaiah Joe would be. He was not there. And Isaiah Hartenstein, no-look pass. They often a no-catch pass.
Hartenstein, a guy who doesn't want to shoot the basketball out on the floor. Lou Dort put some body on Tatum.
So aggressive. Tatum challenged by Isaiah Joe. Gets the hard Cornette screen. Isaiah Hartenstein jumps at him. Bad bounce pass by Tatum. Deflects off Cornette. And a turnover. Dort, though, loses it from Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig rips it away from Dort. Turns the other way. Kicks out to Tatum. Tatum finds the open man. It's Hauser. Straightaway 3. No good. Back iron. Rebound. Hartenstein and Cornette battle for it. Cornette rips it away from him. Muscles it up. No good, but he draws a foul. Great hustle by Cornette, who ends up on the ground, tripping over Hartenstein.
Anyway, the biggest cheer you hear today is Lou getting the basketball on the inside, getting a second chance opportunity, and his guy jumps up. Porzingis gives him a little clap. It's that 15-point thing. The Celtics aren't going to get that today, are they?
No, but they did make up a 9-point deficit. It was 9-0 here, OKC, before people were in their seats. Cornette gets the first free throw.
I'd like to see what goes on. Luke has been a little uneasy from the free throw line here lately.
Down to 71%. And he had been up near 90 early in the year. Obviously doesn't get there a ton. He bounces the second one in. Thunder on the ball on a 1-point lead. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. OKC only 2 assists and 4 turnovers. That is a stunning assist-to-turnover ratio for them. SGA dribbles at 12 feet, pulls up on Tatum, and the jumper rattles in for him like everything else this year. 11 in the first quarter on 5 of 6 shooting. Peyton Pritchard knocks Isaiah Joe away, dribbles to the elbow, now pulls it back out. 2 for 1 is gone. Celtics will just look for their best possible shot here with 12 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock as we count it down to the first. Tatum behind the Cornette screen. It's a deep 3, and it's good. The Celtics did not make a 3 before calling that first timeout in the first 3 minutes. Now they've made 9 in the quarter. We're tied at 30. Very strange-looking box score right now. Thunder have taken 7 threes. The Celtics have taken 22 and made 9. Tie game, final seconds. SGA with the Celtics had a foul to give. Craig reaches out and gives it with 2.9 to go. I'm okay with that one because the clock went down under 3 seconds when SGA started his drive.
Yeah, that's when you do it. I mean, when you do it like 5 seconds ago, you have so much more time to get the basketball in and operate.
Now Joe Missoula will get Drew Holiday and Al Horford in defensively for Pritchard and Cornette for this final 2.9. Wild first quarter. Kenrich Williams on the inbound and safety to Isaiah Joe. Body by Torrey Craig. He's going to have to launch a crazy 30-footer, and they're calling a foul. Now, do they get Craig or Hauser?
What they're saying, look how he spreads his legs out. Look at the legs. Look at the legs. No. Look at the legs. Do you challenge?
Joe Missoula is looking back. The Celtics, I don't believe, are going to challenge here. You're going to give Isaiah Joe 3 free throws here with 0.1 on the clock. He definitely kicked his leg out, so we'll see if these points matter later. First free throw is good.
It was World Be Free all over again. Kicking his legs out.
It seems to be the tough decision you have to make in the blink of an eye is, even with Isaiah Joe kicking the leg out, did Torrey Craig foul him first?
It did look like that Craig was the one that fouled him. I thought they called it on Sam Hauser. If they did, that definitely wasn't the right call.
They definitely called it on Torrey Craig.
That shouldn't have been the call because he kicked his leg out.
Isaiah Joe will make all 3 free throws, and that's going to give the Thunder the lead here at the end of the first quarter. That was a bizarre one. Thunder come out 9-0 start. Joe Missoula calls timeout, and then the Celtics a barrage of threes. They make 9 shots in the quarter, all of them from 3. At one point coming back to tie the game. End of 1 at the Garden. OKC 33, Boston 30 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs, and they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with Safety Insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. Oakers Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future-ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, Oakers Technologies makes it easy to be future-ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
The NBA record for three-pointers attempted in a game is 70. The record for three-point attempts in a regulation game is 63. The Celtics took 22 in the first quarter. 22 of their 24 shots were threes. All 9 of their makes were threes. Celtics trail 33-30 as we go to the second quarter of what is becoming more of a basketball laboratory than a game.
Well, the game is a new game, and you and I have talked about it many times, and you've heard me say it. I recognize the game, the way it's being played now. No real layup opportunities, although that's the one thing I do look at Shea Gilgeous-Alexander as he is. He does take a lot of those in-between shots, and that makes him that much tougher to me because that's like Paul Pierce. That's like Kobe Bryant. That's where they took their shots. That's where they made their money at 15, 18 feet away.
Ford F-150 first quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup and #1 truck. in brand loyalty. Second quarter begins with Jaylen Brown back in the game, playing with Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, and Luke Cornett. Holmgren, Wallace, Hartenstein, Joe, and Ousmane Dieng in the game for the first time for OKC as SGA will step out for the first time. Derek White, pump fake on Hartenstein, gets it back from Hauser. Derek White pull up on Hartenstein. His three is good. Man, he has just been money from the left wing.
Wow. Hand in the face, too.
Another three. 23 of the 25 shots the Celtics have taken him in threes. All 10 of their makes have been from three. Holmgren at the free throw line. Pump fake on Cornett. Turns, gets him up in the air, draws the foul. Cornett slaps his hands together because he knew Holmgren got him with the pump fake.
Well, that's a smart player and taking advantage of situations. And I've been a fan of Chet for a long time. When he was in high school, you could see the skill set that he had, things he was going to bring to the NBA. What you realize is that at that time, we're still talking, considering him right now, probably looking at another 35 pounds on him from where he was, and he still looks like a rail of a man.
So many more first-round picks coming for OKC. They can end up with Philadelphia's pick if things go even more wrong in Philly. Holmgren barely gets the first free throw. Second free throw is no good. Hartenstein gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Thunder with a 34-33 lead. And how long will the most bizarre box score we've ever seen continue here? Jaylen Brown has taken the only two-point shots for the Celtics in this game, and he missed them both. Jaylen's got it here. Gets to the dotted line, shut off, kick out. Hauser, pretty good look. Left side three, no good. And the rebound belongs to OKC. Wallace in the front court, ducks the shoulder, looses it off his own foot. Pressured by Cornett. Pritchard comes up with a loose ball. Pritchard starts his drive, scoops it up with the right hand. Got to be goaltending. It is against Dieng.
Pritchard with that good, quick move. And that's the thing the guys do. Once they get, it's almost like a first-grade layup. They just want to put it up on the glass. And if you put it on the glass, effectively, you cannot block it without goaltending.
Celtics have their first lead, 35-34. Wallace moves it to Holmgren. Right side, enters to Hartenstein in the paint against Cornett. Left-hand jump hook up and good.
They beat you inside and outside scoring.
Really missed him in New York this year. 36-35, OKC by one. Peyton Pritchard. Right side, steps back away from Dieng. He's wide open, but the three is no good. And a long rebound for Wallace. I mean, the Celtics have taken 25 threes, and it feels like 22 or 23 of them have been wide open. Holmgren cranks up a straightaway three, and that's good. Net barely moves. 7'2" dude, knocking down threes. Wow. If only the Celtics had one of those guys. Kristaps Porzingis working his way back. Derek White dribbles deep in the paint. Pump fake on Hartenstein, takes the mid-range. It's no good. Offensive rebound put back up and in by Luke Cornett. And with 9:59 remaining in the first half, the Celtics make their first two-point shot. They got the one from Pritchard earlier, and then this one here from Luke Cornett. After their first 10 makes were from three. Isaiah Joe falling away, left side three is no good. Rebound. Did Derek White get a hand on that? He did, so it goes out of bounds. Derek White saying it deflected out of bounds off the Thunder. He's arguing for it. This is one of those things where if the officials missed it, do you want to use your challenge on it?
Challenge. There are? Okay.
Nope. Derek White really not pleased with that call. 39-37. OKC by two.
Pretty adamant about, what happened.
Holmgren takes the handoff, fakes the handoff to Hartenstein. He's going to attack Cornett, run it up with the left hand and in. Twin towers here, Hartenstein and Holmgren. 41-37, OKC by four, now doing it with SGA on the bench. Interesting numbers about SGA and Jokic. I'll try to get to it. Slap drive left side by Jaylen Brown. Gobble up in the paint, throws out to Derek White. Open three, straight away, no good. Long rebound, and Holmgren's got it. Moves into the hands of Dieng, chased down by Pritchard. Hartenstein operating straight away. Handoff, attacking. Wallace runs it off the window and in.
They are scoring. And they are scoring almost at will.
Great run here for the Thunder with SGA on the bench. It's a 9-2 run, putting OKC up by 6. 9:02 to go. First half, as Joe Missoula grabs the timeout, OKC 43, Boston 37 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future ready as their single source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that makes sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Tip off every Celtics game all season long with great tasting, less filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Celtics have fallen behind by 6, and this with SGA out of the game here. 43-37. Thunder had the lead. 9:02 to go in the first half. This seems impossible for me to believe. But Jaylen Brown now in his last 31 minutes against the Thunder. Minus 21. He has taken 11 shots. He's missed all 11. 31 minutes for Jaylen without a point or a rebound.
Yeah, it does seem impossible. As great a player as he is, he has to kind of snap and like he's kind of rubbing his hands together like, yeah, okay, I got to get into my motion of shooting.
Now, what happened to Thunder with SGA and Jokic, obviously the two guys for MVP, what is they both have these dominant years. Their teams, their net rating on and off the court, it stunningly drops up. But what's amazing is they both have the exact same numbers in that the defense does not change at all. Denver's defense doesn't change when Jokic leaves the game. Thunder's defense doesn't leave when SGA leaves the game, but the offense craters. In this case, it hasn't, which is why OKC leads by 6. Jaylen Brown dribbles to the elbow, knocks down a jumper, and immediately gets off that snide.
It just kind of came out rubbing his hands like, yeah, I need to get it going.
43-39, Thunder by 4. 8:41 to go in the first half. Jason Wallace moves to the free throw line. Holmgren up fake, now takes the jumper and knocks it down over Luke Cornett. Luke's got to be closer. Holmgren's having himself a night here. 12.6 rebounds in the first half. Thunder by 6. OKC shooting 64%. Remember, Celtics held them pretty well in check in that game in January. Luke Cornett throws it all the way out to Derek White. It's Wallace. This little tag screen from Holiday moves it to Pritchard. Pritchard, nasty step back on Jang. His three is in the air, rims out, rebound offensively. Cornett can't grab it. Holmgren gets there first. And Holmgren collides with Cornett, knocks him down. Extra man is Hartenstein, but the lead pass knocked away by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen's got the steal. Boston with the ball down 6. Jaylen spins to the dotted line. Can't get contact, so he throws out to Derek White. Return to Jaylen and relocates. Doesn't want to take that three right now, you can tell. Switches to the left hand, drives into Hartenstein, floats up a high arcing shot, no good. Rebound. Pritchard can't get there. Wallace does.
That was a crazy looking shot.
When the Celtics get an open three and then don't take it, the offense is going to break down. Great entry. Hartenstein into Jang, who scores off the window. That was a great pass by Hartenstein. Thunder extend the lead to 8, and doing this without SGA. 47-39. Jaylen Brown for Derek White, deep on the right side. Holiday sets the screen. Return pass to Jaylen Brown against Isaiah Joe. Right-hand dribble. Attacks the paint. Went out for the dunk. They're calling an offensive foul. Fend off. Jaylen Brown put the left hand out. Oh, they're going to call it on Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe reached out, and he definitely had the first contact. Horford and Tatum come back in.
luxury of having SGA out right now in this game and the lead being increased.
Al Horford returns to the Jason Tatum left side against Isaiah Joe. Horford sets the high screen. Tatum, push pass, gives Drew Holiday a clean look from the right side, but his three going to come up short. Offensive rebound. Derek White, it came right to him, but he jumped too early, and Cameron Williams will knock it away. Thunder can take a double-digit lead here and do it with SGA on the bench. Hartenstein, straight away against Al Horford. Left-hand dribble coming strong. Gallups runs it off the glass, no good. Ooh, offensive foul?
No, defensive foul. Williams pushed in the back.
Oh, that's an offensive foul on Cameron Williams. Loose ball foul at the very least. Thought for a second they called it on the Celtics. 47-39 to remains. Horford's been really, really good here. Derek White's knocked down shots. Horford's doing it on both ends here.
This zone look is bothering the Celtics right now.
Derek White returns to the Tatum. Entry in the paint. Jaylen Brown against Cameron Williams. Elevates 14 feet. Tough jumper. No good. Jaylen is 1 for 7. Oh, Jang. Austin's dribble in the backcourt. Could have been traveling. Cameron Williams ducks his shoulder. Derek White punches the ball away. Williams has it back, turns, attacks baseline, and gets fouled.
The other thing that's hurting the Celtics so far in this game is that the loose balls are virtually every time going to the opposition. Normally, the Celtics a little quicker to get to the basketball.
What's really hurting the Celtics is that the Thunder are a +5, plus these 2 free throws with SGA on the bench here in the first half. This is without Jalen Williams. First free throw is good.
There's a bunch of guys can play at a very high level. I say you want to question me, you want to question me. One thing I think, for the Celtics is that 1 7-footer over there who hasn't been playing.
Second free throw missed. By the way, this could be worse. OKC up by 9, but they missed 4 free throws. 48-39. Derek White for Jason Tatum. Deep on the right side. Horford sets the screen. Tatum turns the corner. Attacks. Kick out to the wing. Another open 3 for Derek White.
Zone look is bothering the Celtics, but this time able to get the ball to White in the corner by himself.
Well, Tatum's knifing through it, but the Celtics give Cameron Williams a wide open 3. They dodge one as that's no good. Tatum has the rebound. Tatum has 5 assists off these drives. Derek White goes left side. Al Horford now puts it to the floor, trying to enter it to Jaylen Brown. Forced it in there, knocked away by Isaiah Joe. Loose ball foul called on the Celtics.
See, and what Al has to do, you have to know, you let that guy get stationary. And see what Brown doesn't do, he doesn't go to the ball, but he let the ball come towards him.
48-42, Thunder by 6. And the ball, and here comes that dude back in the game. So they were +3 without him in those 6+ minutes. Derek White on him. SGA goes left side. Cameron Williams is open. His 3, no good. Front iron rebound touched in the air by Tatum, and eventually Jaylen Brown pushes it to Derek White. Celtics really scrambling for these rebounds. Jaylen gallops down the right side, handoff underneath. Al Horford not shooting position, throws out to the trailer. Drew Holiday for 3. 12 of the 15 shots the Celtics have made in the first half have been 3s. That's the only reason we got a 1-possession game. Timeout. Mark Daigneault. 5:22 to go first half. OKC 48, Boston 45 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Hey, it's Zoe, and Oakers Technologies has a long history of helping businesses stay future-ready as their single-source IT partner, providing everything from full IT infrastructure to everyday AV needs. And they're hyper-focused on managed IT services that feel easy and simple from a single point of contact. Their ProCare support team are the people behind the technology that make sure that you have a custom approach to the support and resources you need to keep your business future-ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about Clear Path for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. Clear Path for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the Resource Center in Devens, Massachusetts. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to Clear Path and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Lexus invites you to experience the power of choice. From hybrid to plug-in hybrid to all-electric. Whichever Lexus electrified model you choose, it will undoubtedly feel
amazing.
Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event, now through March 31st. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Coming up at halftime, Joe Murray will run you through scores from around the NBA. Although the eyes of the league are clearly on this one tonight, where the Thunder lead the Celtics 48-45. Did you catch any of the Brad Marchand homecoming?
Let me see. No, I didn't. How was it?
Well, obviously he's not ready to play yet. That's going to make a big difference. The Bruins have played well here since the trades opening day for baseball coming in a couple of weeks.
Wow. It's crazy. So I hope all these teams, the northern teams, hopefully they play in the domes or they're playing down south someplace.
They try. The Red Sox have opened in Seattle and California the last couple of years. First, I'm still old school enough. I hate it when the interleague games come early in the year. The Red Sox, though, the opening series in Fenway is the Cardinals. It's kind of crazy. Juan Soto and the Mets are coming in May. And the Celtics will be otherwise occupied. 48-45, Thunder by 3. And the ball here coming out of the timeout. Great run early in the second quarter for the Thunder with SGA on the bench. Derek White leads the Celtics with 16 points. Crazy three-point shooting night so far for the Celtics. Joe steps away from Derek White, drains a 3, and the lead is 6 for OKC. They're just 5 of 12. The Celtics are 12 of 30. Celtics are on pace to attempt 77 threes tonight, which would shatter the NBA records for a regulation game, actually for any game, regulation or overtime. Derek White deep in the left side. Now Tatum in the logo. Moving to his right. Holmgren waiting for him. Tatum switches to the right hand. Spins back in the paint. Scoops it with the left hand and gets the bounce. That is spectacular.
Great move. Going back over his shoulder.
8 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for Jason Tatum. Celtics down by 4. Up taking the deep 3 as Joe stepping to his left. Away from Jaylen Brown. Misses long rebound. Holiday can only get a hand on it. Lou Dort will chase it down. OKC +7 on the glass. Here's an SGA 3. Comes up short. And the rebound in traffic. Horford gets fouled.
I'll come up with some defensive rebounds. I want to hold my breath when I look at the Celtics running up and down the floor on the defensive end. All hands have to be on deck until you grab and control that basketball on your defensive end.
Joining our party late, 24 of the first 26 shots the Celtics took tonight with threes. Fell behind early, 9-0, came back to tie it. They trail by 4 right now. Jason Tatum out in the logo. Moves it right side. Holiday runs out behind the Horford screen. His 3, though, is open, but he misses it. Celtics are 39%, 12 of 31 from 3, but it should be higher. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dogged by Drew Holiday, and they'll call the foul. Drew does not argue. Foul comes about 30 feet away from the basket. That's the last foul the Celtics had to give. There's 4:01 to go in the first half.
A lot of guys hate those touch fouls. When we looked at Brown in that situation, we said, okay, Brown and Shai, how is it going to work out? So far, it's been Shai has the better of Brown.
SGA straight away. Off right side. Wiggins goes behind his back, drives on Jaylen Brown, shuts him off at the elbow, spins back away from him, runs it hard off the glass. No good. Not a good shot. Horford has the rebound. Boston with the ball down 4. Derek White racing into the front court, gets in deep, throws to the corner. Drew Holiday up fakes the 3. He attacks, kicks out to a wide open Al Horford. Ball fake 3. Money.
Crazy game, man.
Al Horford has taken 5 shots, all 3s. He's made 4 of them. 51-50. Celtics are 13 of 32. Step back three. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wide left by a mile. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Now the Celtics can take the lead here.
That's the first halfway bad shot that I've seen Shai take.
He's 0 for 2 from 3. OKC 5 of 15. Boston 13 of 32. 13 threes. In the first half, Derek White hounded by SGA along the sideline. Spins to his left, stumbles, falls, and gets it away barely to Jaylen Brown. Shot clock down to 7. Jaylen Brown against Kenrich Williams. Couple of dribbles with the right hand. Turns the corner, a 12-feet kick out. Tatum up fakes the 3. Drives in past Dort, runs it from 10 feet away and beats the shot clock buzzer.
He couldn't have put that ball on the floor one more time.
Tatum's been great. Here comes Holmgren. Galloping, but Tatum got all the way back to defend. And a turnover. Holmgren dropped the ball under pressure of Tatum. Derek White picked it up, ran into a contact, got fouled. And the Celtics have a 1-point lead on the ball.
So everybody and the fans are very knowledgeable. What they're saying, is that a breakaway? Is that a take foul? But they're saying, no, it's not a take foul.
We're getting mesmerized by all the threes, by SGA and Holmgren doing what they're doing, by Jaylen Brown struggling. Meanwhile, Tatum is just doing his thing here. He's been really, really good. What a homestand he has had. Tatum moving to his left behind the Horford screen. Draws a double team. Kick back to Horford. Open 3. No good. Back iron. Long rebound. And it belongs to Holmgren, who out jumps Holiday. Thunder down by 1. SGA zips an entry. Tough pass. Holmgren catches it with his back to the basket. Puts it over his head, off the window and in. How he handled that pass from SGA in the first place was spectacular.
He caught it almost behind his head. Amazing.
53-52. Holmgren has been great. 14 points, 8 rebounds. Driving Tatum in the middle of the floor. Draws the double. Kick back out Horford. Horford attacks. Gets in pretty deep. Pump fake. Goes off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound. Thrown back down by Jason Tatum. Celtics regain the lead. 54-53. This has been wild here. Final 2 minutes, first half. SGA against Jaylen Brown. Here comes the double team from Tatum. They gobble up SGA. Tatum reaches in, punches it loose. Celtics forced to steal. Derek White galloping up the middle of the floor. He has the ball knocked away from behind. Jason Wallace got it away from Derek White. Back-to-back turnovers. Here comes Wiggins. Kick out to Lou Dort. Moves to his left away from Holiday and sticks a 3. Wow.
Lou Dort.
These two teams have met their match in the first half tonight. Imagine 7 games of this. 56-54, Thunder by 2. Jaylen Brown moving to his left, into the corner. Drew Holiday up, fakes the 3, blows by Dort, and then kicks out to Tatum, who's got a pretty good look for the right side, and it rims out and back in again. 3 more for Jason Tatum. Celtics back in front.
Heartbeat steal. Heartbeat steal.
It's living up to the hype. Celtics by 1. SGA lines up Jaylen Brown. Here's the stop and start. At the elbow, has to give it up. Holmgren will try a 3. Launches it, no good. Back iron rebound, Derek White, but away from the ball. SGA got knocked to the ground. Jaylen Brown with his palms in the air going, what did I do? This foul's called on Jaylen Brown. It's away from the ball. And he basically threw a shoulder block into SGA and knocked him over. And now the last thing you can ever do is send SGA to the free throw line away from the ball. Celtics, I don't think, are going to challenge. SGA, as he likes to do, he oversold it. But Jaylen Brown absolutely fouled it.
Yeah, you can't challenge that one. But
this is crazy. First free throw is good, so now we're tied. Already had 5 ties and 7 lead changes here in the first half. This has just been insane. Celtics have taken 34 threes in the first half. So many that have been open. SGA gets the free throws. Thunder go back in front. 58-57. 52 seconds and counting to go in the first half. Derek White. It's almost like the Cavs on the sideline going, we got next. Tatum steps to his right and hits another 3. The Thunder have just not been aggressive on the perimeter. Celtics have made 15 threes. Here comes one from SGA. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Hartenstein knocks Tatum away and then pushes it back up at him with the right hand. And now Tatum's going to get his 11th technical of the year. Benazir Ransom did not call the push-off by Hartenstein on Tatum. Tatum barked at him and he got teed up. And someone better go get Jason Tatum here. Nobody is going to step in between Tatum and Benazir Ransom.
Why not?
SGA hits the technical. Fans seeing the replay of the contact from Hartenstein on Tatum. Tatum is still barking. Any official close to him. Now he's on Nick Buku. Celtics now down by 1. 27 seconds to go in a intense first half. Ball in the hands of Tatum, who has been brilliant. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Tatum against Wallace, goes behind the Horford screen, switches to the right hand, attacks the paint, hand off underneath Holiday. He'll throw it all the way back out to an open Horford. 3 is no good. Rebound belongs to Hartenstein. Gets it away to SGA. 6 seconds to go. SGA at half court against Jaylen Brown. Doesn't want to foul. SGA forces one up from the free throw line and somehow pushing it from 15 feet away. He banked it in. Celtics throw away the inbound, don't get a shot away, and that is how the first half will come to an end. This was insane. 6 ties, 10 lead changes. The Celtics attempt 36 threes, 16 for SGA, 18 for Jason Tatum, and we're almost back where we started. Coming up, Joe Murray has scores from around the NBA and try to wrap this 24 minutes of wild basketball up. Thunder lead the Celtics 63-60. Halftime of the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Hey, it's Zoe here, and you guys know as well as I do, when you're faced with a rebuild year, it's all about staying 2 steps ahead of the competition. OKC Technologies has a history of shaping the future. For over 100 years, they made their clients future ready, helping revamp their technology and IT systems to meet their ever-evolving needs. They're a New England company that gets it, delivering the attention of a local team with the skill to be your single-source IT partner. From full IT infrastructure rebuilds to your everyday AV upgrades, OKC Technologies makes it easy to be future ready. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Let's be honest. Most of us have a love-hate relationship with wired bras. We love the lift, but hate the digging. We love the support, but hate feeling trapped. Well, Knix just changed everything with FreeFlex, a wired bra actually designed to work with your body, not against it. FreeFlex features a revolutionary, flexible wire that moves when you move, bends when you bend, and keeps everything exactly where you want it. No poking, no stabbing, no constant readjusting, just freedom to move. It also has a demi-cup shape for a natural lift with a lower neckline that flatters in everything from V-necks to dresses. And because it's from Knix, it's available in sizes for every body. Experience the first wired bra you'll actually want to wear all day. Visit Knix.com for 15% off your order with FreeFlex15. That's KNIX.com, code FreeFlex15 for 15% off. Knix.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Derek White. It's almost like the Cavs on the sideline going, we got next. Tatum steps to his right and hits another 3. The Thunder have just not been aggressive on the perimeter.
All right, well, that is the player taking care of business in the first half, brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. And while Tatum did very well, take care of business with CSB, the bank that always makes you feel like you're their only customer. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC. Well, it is Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray. Oklahoma City leads 63-60, and at one point, the Celtics in the first quarter, all their points came off of threes and free throws. But really, it's a very exciting back and forth game. Very exciting. No Kristaps Porzingis, no Williams for Oklahoma City, so no problem, right? Both teams right in there tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 16 first half points, was electric getting into the paint. Chet Holmgren, 14 points in the first half, and Lou Dort went 3 for 5 from downtown. So that's how they have a 63-60 lead. But let's talk about the Celtics. And let's talk about Derek White, who had 5 threes, including this one in the first half.
Derek White pull up on Hartenstein. His three is good. Man, he has just been money from the left wing.
Wow. Hand in the face, too.
Another three. 23 of the 25 shots the Celtics have taken him in threes. All 10 of their makes have been from three.
All threes? Maybe there'll be more twos in the second half. Anyways, Derek White, 20 points, 5 of 8 from the field, gone to the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. I mean, what can't he do? Drew Holiday, very nice assist on one of those threes in this one. He's got 3 points in the first half. And just some of the struggles we should point out is Jaylen Brown. He's taken the duty of covering SGA, and well, it might be affecting him offensively. 1 of 7 from the field, 2 assists, 2 steals, just 2 points. We mentioned Tatum. He's got 18 points. Getting hot from downtown. Speaking of getting hot from downtown, Al Horford. Let's hear from Al Horford.
Horford has the rebound. Boston with the ball down 4. Derek White racing into the front court, gets in deep, throws to the corner. Drew Holiday up fakes the 3. He attacks, kicks out to a wide open Al Horford. Ball fake 3, money.
Trades a game, man.
Al Horford has taken 5 shots, all threes. He's made 4 of them.
That's what he does. He's always ready. Rest of the bench, Peyton Pritchard has 5 points. Luke Cornett has 4. Torrey Craig saw 4 minutes, no points. Sam Hauser, 6 points in this one. So, Oklahoma City leads 63-60. We'll see what happens here in the second half. I'm Joe Murray. We'll get a look at your Sports Hub headlines. We'll take a look at some of the other games going on in the NBA tonight. See if Jason Tatum was 18 first half points, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Can he get another triple-double? You're just going to have to hang around and find out. I'm Joe Murray. We'll get your headlines next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Popeyes has the wings you crave as a meal, for a snack, or to fill the table at your next party. Crunchy, spicy bone-in wings or tender, white meat boneless wings are seasoned to perfection in Louisiana herbs and spices, and then tossed in so many different amazing flavors that you can't tell if one is better than the last. Pick your wing, choose your sauce, and savor all the flavor possibilities. It's the best of both wings, and they're only at Popeyes. At participating U.S. restaurants.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Hey folks, it's Brian from Norfolk Power. Contractors, get in now and build your custom equipment package. Norfolk Power is a leading destination for your attachment needs, including diamond mulching heads, Encon rotators, and Land Pride construction attachments with aggressive financing options. Want to look stylish? Pull that equipment package with the Max D trailer. Visit any of our Norfolk Power stores or text us at 508-384-0011. Norfolk Power, celebrating 50 years in business.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Well, the Town Fair Tire halftime scoreboard from around the league. Brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. There we go. Let's take a look at your NBA scoreboard right now from across the league. Of course, the Celtics trail the Thunder 63-60. Some other games right now. Hawks, they lead the Hornets 52-49. Raptors all over the 76ers 69-55. Both those games at halftime. Clippers all over the Heat 38-27. It's the Rockets 37, Suns 34, Grizzlies 50, Jazz 36, and the Mavs are up on the Spurs 42-33. Just two other games tonight. Denver hosts Minnesota. Blazers, they host New York. Some Patriots news today. They have signed Jalen Hawkins to a one-year deal. Dietrich Wise has agreed to a one-year deal with the Commanders. Also, Jonathan Jones signing with Washington. And the Bruins in action tomorrow night. They'll take on Linus Ullmark and Ottawa. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next draft oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I'm Joe Murray. The second half's next from the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toner, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting DimeBeautyCO.com. That's DimeBeautyCO.com. Your best skin awaits.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Geico's motorcycle expertise means I'm covered by people who know bikes like I do. I'm happy as a clam.
Disclaimer, no conclusive scientific research has shown clams can experience happiness.
I just meant that I feel really good about my coverage.
I mean, even if you took the clam out for the best day ever, visiting the zoo, taking a scenic ride, knowing you're insured by specialists, and sharing a strawberry ice cream cone together, the clam would not feel happy, and your strawberry cone would taste sort of clammy.
Ew.
Geico's motorcycle specialists who know bikes like you do assume no liability for clammy ice cream cones. Geico. Expertise for your motorcycle.
Hey folks, it's Brian from Norfolk Power. Contractors, get in now and build your custom equipment package. Norfolk Power is a leading destination for your attachment needs, including diamond mulching heads, Encon rotators, and Land Pride construction attachments, with aggressive financing options. Want to look stylish? Pull that equipment package with the Max D trailer. Visit any of our Norfolk Power stores or text us at 508-384-0011. Norfolk Power, celebrating 50 years in business.
There's nothing more satisfying than finding the perfect green paint for your living room. Except maybe popping open that can of Valspar Ultra and rolling that first smooth stroke on the wall. And there's nothing more satisfying than admiring your freshly painted wall. Ooh. Except maybe peeling off the painter's tape to see those crisp edges. But the most satisfying part of all? Valspar Ultra's price tag, starting at $29.98 a gallon. Affordable, durable, available at Lowe's. Price varies by Sheen.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge!
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
What a play by Bird!
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
They get it back to Bird. He tries another one. He's got it! He's got it! Right at the buzzer. He's got 60 points. Larry Bird has just scored 60 points.
Happy 40th anniversary. And Larry Bird breaking the team record, that long-standing Celtics team scoring record held by Kevin McHale for 9 days. We played that one 9 days ago. Larry Bird playing against the Atlanta Hawks in that famous game in New Orleans, breaking that record that he told Kevin McHale someday somebody's going to break it. Turned out to be him 9 days later. A game called, you just heard on radio, Johnny Most, John Sterling, the longtime voice of the New York Yankees, called that game on TV for the Atlanta Hawks. You weren't there, right? You were injured? You were not on that trip?
I was not on that trip. I was back in Boston.
We'll hear all about that in part 5 of Celtic City, which is still a few weeks away. That was a landmark night in Celtics history. This one may end up being before it's all done. Celtics trail the Thunder by 3, 63-30, but I'm just staring at a box score, the likes of which I had never seen. The Celtics attempted 36 threes in the first half, 15 of 36. The Thunder had basically just said to this dominant three-point shooting team machine that the Celtics are, go ahead, take as many as you want. And the OKC Thunder, who in the first half of the year were dead last in the end, they were the worst rebounding team in the league. They destroyed the Celtics on the glass in the first half, including getting 7 of the 16 available rebounds on the Celtics end of the floor. They're +9 on the glass. OKC doing damage inside with Holmgren and then Hartenstein off the bench, and the Celtics doing all kinds of damage on the outside.
We'll love to see what happens in this game.
I bet you
Jaylen Brown.
It's going to be completely different. They're going to run the Celtics off the three-point line here in the second half, which begins with Boston ball. Jaylen Brown, right-hand dribble coming strong in the paint, runs it up and in. Celtics could not make a two-point shot in the entire first quarter. They get one here in the first 18 seconds of the third.
Jaylen Brown has to close that gap between him and Shea.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 16 points. Jaylen Brown, 2 in the first half. Jaylen Brown had 4 bad quarters against the OKC Thunder. We're trying to come strong out of the locker room. Dort step back at 18, swish.
Dort has been effective.
Yeah, he's been really good. Dort wasn't great shooting the ball in the game at OKC, but he's got 13 points on 7 shots tonight. Jason Tatum, another brilliant first half. 18, 4, and 5. Pulls Holmgren a long way away from the basket. Keeps the dribble alive with the left hand. Shot clock at 9. Tatum moves it left side. Horford touches into the corner to Drew Holiday. Right hand dribble drive in the paint. 2 pump fakes, and then he floats it up and in over SGA. 65-64. Thunder by 1. There's Gilgeous-Alexander, left-hand dribble drive in the paint. Holiday reaches in, knocks it away. SGA has it back, throws it out to Wiggins, who's open for 3. It's no good. Back iron. Offensive rebound. Holmgren, and he's fouled.
And these are the ones that you have to get when you make a good defensive stance. The Celtics have done that, but then they come back and foul on their defensive end trying to rebound the basketball.
17 rebounds available on that end of the floor. On the Celtics end of the floor, OKC has 8 of the 17. They are 21st in the NBA in offensive rebound. SGA deep on the left side. Jaylen Brown pulls away from him, wants to go into the screen, feeds him into Al on a switch. SGA steps back into a 3, rims out, hit plenty of rim, pushed back up for a second by Wallace, but it comes down to Drew Holiday. Celtics have numbers here. Holiday middle of the floor, kick to the corner. Derek White runs there and misses the open 3, and the rebound for Dort. Celtics getting great looks. Thunder trying to challenge at the last second. SGA drops back to a wide open Holmgren. His 3 is good.
He's still shooting like that, man. They say Chet Holmgren might be the first $100 million a year player.
He's doing it all right now. 17 points, 8 rebounds for Holmgren. Thunder by 4. Derek White deep on the left side. Push pass for Jason Tatum straight away against Lou Dort. Tatum holding it over his head. Shot clock already down to 7. Tatum going to have to create. Turns the corner on Dort. Squares for a tough follow away at 17 and hits it. That's a really tough shot.
It is. I mean, Lou Dort was doing all he could do, putting the body on it, knocking him away.
Tatum has been great coming off the day off, driving, scooping, and missing off the glass, and going hard to the floor as Wiggins. So the Celtics have a chance to tie with numbers here. Derek White puts in the hands of Horford. Return to Derek White. He attacks the middle of the floor. At the last second, kicks to the corner. Holiday's got it, and his 3 is no good. Rebound number 9 for Holmgren.
Let's just take the layup.
Dort deep on the left side, switches to the right hand, drives strong, runs it off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Holmgren, and he's fouled again. Holmgren is dominating. He's got 5 offensive rebounds.
I think you see where Chet Holmgren is great with those hands. Kind of folded up then. I'm not sure if Al even hit him. He just folded up on his way. In the air.
First free throw is good. Just imagine him with another 20 pounds of muscle.
Imagine him making $100 million a year.
Yeah, but after taxes.
I wouldn't worry about that. In OKC, that money goes a long way.
It goes a long way. Another missed free throw, though, for Holmgren. Thunder by 3, 69-66. OKC has had a pair of 9-point leads in this game, could never get it to 10. They've missed some free throws. They missed 5 free throws now. Holiday finds Tatum straight away. SGA leans on him. Tatum dribbling between his legs, switches to the left hand, gets SGA to the free throw line, bumps him away, rises into the contact, and draws the foul. And that's SGA getting a little taste of his own
medicine. This time kind of reached in, and Tatum went right to the body. You extend that arm out, went right to the arms, goes in and shoots a couple of free throws. Good job by Tatum then. This time, and I'm watching the lane, though, still. You still have 4 defenders in the lane area, and they're daring the Celtics right now to beat them from that 3-point line.
Tatum ties it with the first free throw, or gets the Celtics within 2. Holmgren, now already, this is a career high for offensive rebounds, and we have 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Where would you be right now without Al Horford this year?
Possible to think about. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists tonight. Defense has been so on point. Great piece by Noah Dalzell. Check it out online. I tweeted it out earlier today. He talked to his mother. She always knew. He was a coach when he was a little kid. SGA driving on Derek White, runs it off the glass, no good, but he got the foul. The backpedaling Derek White really frustrated. SGA finds his way to the line again.
You hit him with just a little body. Yep. He absorbs that, and he goes right to the line and sticks it.
So obviously the Celtics are shooting a ton of threes tonight, so they're not going to get a lot of free throws, but SGA has attempted more free throws than the entire Celtics team now. This will be his 7th. Celtics have 6 as a team. First one's good. The second one will presumably put the Thunder up by 3. It does. 71-68. 8:53 to go in the third quarter. Derek White moving to his left. Tatum sets the screen, so Derek White goes back to his right, can't turn the corner, so he returns to the Tatum, straightaway 3 over Dort, no good, wide right, 11th rebound for Holmgren.
Kid cut down 20 rebounds tonight.
SGA finds Holmgren, who steps right into a right side 3 and knocks it down, and Chet Holmgren is putting on a show with the nation watching. 21 points, 11 rebounds early in the third quarter, Thunder by 6. Derek White enters to Jaylen Brown, who's had Wiggins draped over his shoulder. Wiggins picks up the foul.
One thing they're doing is Holmgren is coming down in the delayed little break, very much like Al.
And they're doing Holmgren becoming the second guy tonight with Jalen Williams out. Jaylen Brown, a little drop step in the paint. Draws 2 men, so it kicks out to Al Horford. Another 3 comes up short. No offensive rebound. Derek White under the basket. He relocates to the corner. His 3 is no good. Al Horford gets a hand on the rebound and pulls it away from Holmgren. Then throws a bad bounce pass to Tatum, who was cutting. It was anticipated, stolen by Wiggins, who hands off at the last second to Wallace. Throws out to the trailer. SGA for 3. Timeout, Joe Missoula.
Man, them dudes put your lights out. You make a mistake, they come back and they punish you.
8 straight for the Thunder, and they have their largest lead again. 7:54 to go, third quarter. OKC 77, Boston 68. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers expert assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Geico's motorcycle expertise gives me the coverage I need, like 24/7 claims. I'm on cloud 9.
Disclaimer, clouds are wholly unable to support the weight of an adult human.
What's happening?
Furthermore, clouds are not numbered. Even if you procured a jetpack and searched, you'd find no cloud numbered 9. However, at that altitude, you'd likely befriend a flock of migrating snow geese.
Geese?
Who'd encourage you to leave your 24/7 Geico motorcycle claims insurance behind, as they would take you in and even share their dinner of crickets and clovers with you.
Ew.
Geico assumes no liability for any indigestion that may occur from a clover cricket dinner. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
Hey folks, it's Brian from Norfolk Power, landscape and property management pros. Are you ready for the upcoming mowing season? Get in now for the best selection of Walker and Wright mowers. Or go electric this season with Mean Green. Norfolk Power is a leading destination for all your mower needs with aggressive financing options. Want to look stylish? Well, of course you do. Pull that equipment package with a Max D trailer. Visit any of our Norfolk Power stores or text us at 508-384-0011. Norfolk Power, celebrating 50 years in business.
Connect with Boston's Home for Sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Thunder wrestling back control of this one, up by 9 early in the third. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's Home for Sports. WBZFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. The media group station.
Grandy and Max and a sellout crowd here at TD Garden in the final game of the homestand, and we are witnessing an experiment in 2025 NBA basketball with the Thunder giving the Celtics every three they can possibly want, but the Celtics are 0 for 5. They are not falling in this third quarter, and the Thunder have pushed the lead back to 9. 77-68, 7:54 to go in the third, and the stunning number here with the turnaround from the first half of the year when the fatal flaw to me with the Thunder is they couldn't rebound. Tonight they are dominating on the glass with the Celtics playing without Porzingis.
Yep, second chance opportunities around the rim.
And Chet Holmgren taking that, not only rebounding, but taking the second scorer spot with Jalen Williams out, and he and SGA with 21 apiece.
I think his have been even more devastating.
Celtics are taking 15 two-point shots. 15, nearly 2.5 quarters. Al Horford against Holmgren, deep on the left side. Derek White comes to get it. Against the challenge, forces the entry. Jaylen Brown is knocked away by Wiggins, out of bounds off Jalen. Another turnover forced by OKC.
Jalen's not pinning his man, and you're allowing Williams to come over your back towards the basketball.
The Celtics did a good job. Only 4 turnovers against OKC in the first half, but 3 already in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. And this is where the Thunder get that shot margin going. SGA can't turn the corner on Horford, so he steps back into a 3. He's due, and he hits it.
That barely moved.
11 straight for the Thunder. They have their largest lead, up by 12, 80-68. 7:09 to go in the third. Tatum for Al Horford. One dribble, puts in the hands of Derek White. Now Holmgren comes out to challenge. Derek White puts it back in his left hand, gets in deep, tried to hand off to Horford, throws it away. Back-to-back turnovers by the Celtics, and this is what the Thunder do. They just are like a python, wrapping around your neck, choking the life out of your offense. And they do it with turnovers and just tenacious defense. Thunder by 12 on the ball. Here comes SGA, ducks the shoulder, drives on Al Horford. Al takes the paint away, so it throws back out, attacking. Wallace, ball punched away on the way in. Jaylen Brown and Holiday both got it. Holiday into the front court. Fumbles it, kick out Derek White, up fakes the 3, finds Jason Tatum straight away against Holmgren. Tatum, left-hand dribble, steps back at 12 feet, his jumper is good.
Jason Tatum has been effective. Brown has to join the party.
Jaylen Brown just 4 points tonight, 24 for Tatum, 80-70, Thunder by 10. SGA turns the corner, reverses it up and in. Now he's just putting on a show. 26 for SGA, 82-70. Thunder by 12. This is about the lead the Celtics had at this time of the game in OKC. Tatum attacks the paint, goes to the left hand and scores at the rim. And Tatum needs some help here. SGA's got a bunch of help tonight. That's without Jalen Williams. Wiggins, 0 for 6 tonight. Pulls up at 18 feet. Jumper no good. He's 0 for 7. Rebound Derek White. Boston down by 10. On the ball. 5:44 to go in the third. Derek White moving to his right. Puts in the hands of Tatum. Jaylen Brown got pushed out of the play by SGA. Tatum isolated here with Holmgren. Step to his left. Forces a 3. Nope. Long rebound. Derek White's going to get it. Kick to Horford. Pretty good look. Straight away 3 is good. Timeout, Mark Daigneault. 16th three of the night for the Celtics. Al Horford and Derek White have 5 apiece. And the Thunder can't get separation because they can't keep the Celtics from knocking down the three. 5:26 to go. Third quarter, OKC 82, Boston 75 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've been hitting the gym, taking the stairs, and running that extra mile. But did you know that improving your health is also a step toward lower life insurance rates? At SelectQuote, we make sure you're rewarded for your healthy lifestyle. For 40 years, we've helped more than 2 million customers secure over $700 billion in life insurance coverage. And our healthiest customers are covered by the time they hang up with an experienced licensed insurance agent. That's right. Qualifying customers can get up to $5 million in life insurance with no medical exam required. A medical exam can add weeks onto the approval process for life insurance, but our exclusive no medical exam policy ensures you're covered by the time you hang up. Plus, many policies are less than $1 per day. Being fit doesn't just feel good, it pays off. See what you could save on life insurance with SelectQuote. Go to SelectQuote.com for your free quote today. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com.
Is your relationship with your bank in a rut? Might be time for someone new. At Navigant Credit Union, we offer better rates, fewer fees, and support that puts you first. Don't put it off. Join Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Back in January, the Celtics defense against the OKC Thunder was pretty good in that game, but they had their worst offensive game of the year by a wide margin. Tonight, that's completely turned around. Both teams essentially scoring at will. OKC on the inside, plus rebounds, a ton of them from Chet Holmgren, who's doing it inside and outside. Celtics raining down threes to stay within 7, 82-75. OKC with 5:26 to go in the third.
Well, I think you look at their defense and what they're going to do, or who's going to play HGA, who's going to play him.
Wallace up fakes the three in the right corner, left-hand dribble drive, past Horford, goes off the glass and in. Man, he's quick. We got some horses in this stable. 84-75, Thunder by 9. Wallace is 3-4. The only guy not getting going here is Wiggins, is 0 for 7. Tatum moves it out. Horford now left wing. Jaylen Brown starts his drive. Steps back at the elbow. Forced the jumper. Blocked easily. I mean, he just elevated into Wallace, who swatted the shot right back at him. It's been a rough night for Jaylen Brown.
You don't see that.
Lou Dort gets Tatum up in the air, moves it to Hartenstein, and to SGA. Coming off a curl, Horford waiting for him in the paint until Tatum can get there. SGA gets rid of it into the left corner for Lou Dort's three. No good. Weak side defensive rebound for Jaylen Brown. Horford and Tatum have been really good defensively. Jaylen Brown, offensive end against Holmgren. Jaylen got to figure out this puzzle. Starts his drive, pump fake in traffic, kick out. Holiday finds the open man of the corner. It's Horford for three. It rims out. Rebound, another one for Holmgren, his 12th. SGA against Peyton Pritchard. Runs into Holiday, and they're going to call the foul on Holiday. Should not be shooting.
Jump ball.
Oh, jump ball. Even better for the Celtics. It didn't look like it was contact, certainly, from Holiday, but he got his hand out on the ball, so they will jump it.
You come down with that basketball in your hands, sometimes you get a traveling call.
You already don't have Caruso and Jalen Williams. And you can still bring Isaiah Joe and Hartenstein in the game. SGA spikes that jump ball backwards. Knocked away from him out of bounds off the Celtics. Luke Cornett will come back in. And Al Horford, but the double bigs are out there for OKC.
Boy, you have to.
I mean, Tatum's basically the 4 here. Asking a lot. Particularly on the night Jaylen Brown does not have it. Boston with the ball down by 9. 4:03 to go third quarter. Peyton Pritchard. Udo is right behind a Tatum screen. Bounce pass for Tatum against the smaller Isaiah Joe. Return to Pritchard. Sets himself for a deep 3. It rims out. Rebound punch to the air. Celtics have it. Holiday turns. Going to attack the paint. Knocks Isaiah Joe away and scores off the window.
Good job by Drew. Just going right into the teeth of the defense. Make him block the shot, man.
Celtics get their 11th offensive rebound. Offensive rebound, he's been fine for the Celtics. That defensive rebound, he's been atrocious. 84-77, Thunder by 7. SGA watched by Pritchard. Kenrich Williams swings around left side of Dort. Dort moves around Jaylen Brown, bounce pass to the dot line. Hartenstein flips it up awkwardly from 12 feet away with that left hand, no good. Tatum comes up with his 5th rebound. Tatum up the middle of the floor, stop and start, drives past Dort. High floater is an air ball. Rebound knocked away by Dort. Out of bounds. The shot clock should not reset, but the Celtics got up the floor quickly. They'll have it with 16 on the shot clock.
Tatum was trying to get that ball over, this time to Luke on the baseline for a little lob, but he got pushed away now.
Under out of bounds, Hauser. Into Luke Cornett. Looking for the handoff to Tatum. That's where it goes with 12 on the shot clock. Return to Cornett. Free throw line kick out. Pritchard touches to the open man. Hauser, corner 3. Nope. But loose ball foul. Jaylen Brown finally gets position on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and draws the foul. Second on SGA.
Another one of those opportunities again for Hauser to kind of slaps his hand like I should have made that shot.
So he's getting a lot of minutes here with Derek White on the bench, so he doesn't pick up that 4th foul. Inbound to Peyton Pritchard. Back foot of the logo, watched by SGA, spins away, hard screen, moving screen on Tatum, offensive foul. And the turnovers are piling up. 6 turnovers in the quarter for the Celtics against the team that forces more than anybody else in the NBA.
Yeah, that back leg, you see it easily. Tatum didn't have to hit him again.
Thunder with the ball leading by 7. 26 points for SGA as he brings the Thunder into the front court. Moves to Isaiah Joe. Dort, right corner 3. He knows that's off. Way off. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Hartenstein. Stripped of the ball by Jaylen Brown. That's a big play. Wow. That takes 2 points off the board. Tatum into the front court. Kenrich Williams right on his shoulder. Tatum draws the contact and the foul. Kenrich Williams is walking the line, and then he got called for it. And that is the 4th team foul in OKC, so they do not have one to give here with 2:37 to go in the third. The Celtics have attempted 46 threes tonight and 6 free throws. Tatum turns the corner, gets inside 14 feet, finds Cornett rolling to the basket, in behind Hartenstein for the 2-hand slam.
Good job. Bring the hammer, Luke. Bring the hammer.
9-2 is the Boston run. They have cut it to 5, 84-79. 2:19 to go in the third. SGA finds Isaiah Joe. Deep 3 from the left side is no good. Rebound, Luke Cornett jumps for it, knocked away, but the Celtics have it. And they're calling a loose ball foul again against OKC, and they're over the limit now.
Luke just inside out. Working hard as Hartenstein is never going to surrender an offensive foul. This time just goes in and makes a big presence with the big body.
Luke's had some moments in this game tonight when the Celtics have desperately needed rebounding and hustle. They're close to within 5 in the rebounding battle. Atlanta's up by 11, if you were wondering, late in the third quarter. And Atlanta lost tonight, and the Celtics win clinches the playoff spot. Meanwhile, very quietly, Atlanta has moved into the driver's seat as the most likely opponent for the Celtics in the first round of the playoffs as Cornett misses another free throw.
What about what Luke has been? I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with that free throw line of his.
Celtics will fly to Miami tomorrow. Heat homestand continuing right now against the Clippers. Cornett gets 1 of 2. 10-2 is the run here for the Celtics. They've made it a 4-point game, 84-80. The OKC lead. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander fumbles it in the backcourt, drops it out of bounds. And a very rare unforced turnover.
Well, he's one of the coaches. When the coaches tried to get the basketball in quickly, Shai just pushed him out of the way.
Celtics get the ball back. Handoff knocked away from Tatum. Thunder blow that up, and they're calling a backcourt violation. Did the Thunder not touch it? We'll wait to see the replay from the Jumbotron, and yeah, Tatum just dropped it into the backcourt. And it comes to the delay of game warning, so Celtics with back-to-back unforced turnovers here from the two best turnover teams in the league. SGA down the right side, pulls up 12 feet, zips the entry to Williams coming back door. Nobody saw him because everyone was paying attention to SGA. He lays it in. 6-point game.
Think of it. Shea got Williams involved in this game, has really been out of the way.
Thunder have led for 33 of the 34 minutes of this game. They're up by 6 right now. Peyton Pritchard, return to Jaylen Brown. Spins on Lou Dort. Back to his right. Steps through him, runs it up and in.
Tough shot. He could have almost been called for offensive foul. Extended that right arm to knock his man away.
He needed that one. Jaylen Brown had been 2 for 9 until that make. 4-point game. SGA kick to the left corner. Isaiah Joe challenged by Luke Cornett. Kicks it out to Kenrich Williams. Williams finds the cutter. Lou Dort baseline. Blocked by Cornett. Rebound. Kenrich Williams jumps in. Pounces on it. Thunder reset. Ball in the hands of Isaiah Joe. Down the right side he comes. Tatum reaches, knocks it away. Jaylen Brown can't grab it. Hartenstein does. Shovels it out to Lou Dort, whose rainbow three is no good. Celtics need this loose ball, and they get it. Celtics have picked up the defensive intensity. Jaylen Brown shovels ahead to Tatum. Bounce pass. Open corner three. Hauser got it.
That was something good. They ran the break effectively.
This game is like watching the two Spider-Man doppelgangers point at each other. Defense turning into threes. 15-4 run, 1-point game. SGA runs it up, no good, back iron. Rebound belongs to Jaylen Brown. Celtics can regain the lead now with 45 seconds to go in the third. Jaylen, a wild spin at half court, turns it over. Isaiah Joe in deep, pulls away from Tatum and lays it in. The Celtics did such a good job not turning it over in the first half, but that's 8 turnovers in the third quarter. 88-85, Thunder by 3. 36 seconds to go in the third. Tatum pulls up for the tie. No good, back iron, long rebound. Cornett's got it. Kick out. Pritchard fires. Nope. Open three. Another one missed. Another offensive rebound for Jaylen Brown. The rebounding battle has completely turned now in favor of the Celtics. 6 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock as we count it down to the third. Tatum switches to the right hand, attack, scoops, scored, and a foul.
That was nasty.
Just when you think the game can't get better, another star makes another big play.
That was Allah, the doctor. Look at the finger roll on it. George Iceman Gervin.
He blew by Hartenstein. The challenge came from Isaiah Joe, but the long reach of Jason Tatum was too much. And the MVP chants raining down. He's certainly the MVP of the Eastern Conference. While the MVP of the Western Conference, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, here's the chants as he walks to the other side of the floor waiting for the free throw.
Boy, this would be crazy to see something like this in the finals. Whoa.
We have talked and promoted and pumped up this homestand so much, and all of these games have lived up to the hype. The Cleveland game did, the Laker game did, the Denver game did, and tonight may end up at the top of the list. Tatum's free throw, right down the middle. And with 16.3 to go in the third, we are tied again. 8 ties, 10 lead changes. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander against Peyton Pritchard. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pritchard down in his defensive stance. Shea dribbling between his legs, 40 feet away. Switches to the right hand. Pritchard has a foul to give it. He gives it with 3.5 to go. Again, the Celtics have been pretty disciplined about waiting for that clock, both in the first quarter and the third quarter, to wind down.
But remember the first half, or the first quarter, when the Celtics gave up that 3-point, they fouled. At a tenth of the second on the clock there.
Well, we talked about those 3 points. Would they make the difference? And we have a tie game here with 3.5 to go in the quarter. Luke Cornett's had a nice run. He comes out of the game. Holmgren returns. Bounce entry caught by SGA. Kick out. It's going to be Wiggins for 3. Nope, air ball, and that's how the third quarter will come to an end. We have taken an uncharted, circuitous route to get here, but somehow we've ended up right back where we started. Celtics trailed by 9 early, by 3 at the end of the first, by 3 at the end of the second. 2 double-digit leads for the Thunder in this game, but as we make the turn for home, right back to even. Boston 88, OKC 88. Fourth quarter next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger. Because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But this one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. Oh, one last number. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So, I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
It has been the most unique season in many ways we've ever seen in the NBA, with not just one, not just two, but three teams putting together championship resumes in the regular season. Two of the three meeting tonight, a homestand that began with a meeting of two of the three, and the Celtics and the Cavaliers, ends tonight, 12 days later, with a meeting with the Celtics and the other team in that category, the OKC Thunder, who enter tonight with the largest scoring margin in NBA history. Period. And tonight, in a wild game in which the Celtics have shot threes, the Thunder have shot twos. The Thunder rebounded in the first half, but didn't force turnovers. In the third quarter, the Celtics rebounded, but they turned the ball over. We have taken this crazy, circuitous path here, and it wound up right back where we started, tied at 88. Thunder ball to begin the fourth.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have better numbers right now from Jaylen Brown. And, I mean, double figure. If he can get up to like 16, score 10 points or something like this in this quarter, I think the Celtics are going to be in good shape.
26 for SGA as he sits out. 29 for Jason Tatum. Only Derek White scored in that third quarter. He's back in there after picking up that third foul. Holmgren lobs an entry, got deflected by Jaylen Brown all the way out to Wiggins. Wiggins enters to Holmgren, who flips it over Cornette for Hartenstein. The double bigs pay off with a two-hand slam for Hartenstein. Thunder score first in the fourth quarter, 90-88.
Well, Chet Holmgren has showed who he is.
Thunder really good in the second quarter with SGA on the bench, extended their lead. Jaylen Brown steps to his right, takes a three, short, and flying in. Luke Cornette grabs an offensive rebound and throws it down hard with two hands. Luke around and find out. Hartenstein, hand back to Wiggins, pump fake, drive, scoops it up. His shot got blocked at the rim. And we have a lot of stuff going on. We got a foul called. Thunder also arguing for goaltending. It won't get that call, but you will get the foul on Cornette, whose offensive rebound throwdown tied the game at 90.
Wow. What a play there by Luke. Got a running start, jumped over Holmgren then, dunked it in.
How many guys is Luke Cornette with his frame going to be able to bully? But Holmgren's one of them.
He's small, yeah, he's a small body. Very flexible, runs it well.
One thing you hate to see when a player is struggling shooting from the floor is for them to get free throws and see the basket go in, see the shot go in. Free throws here for Wallace. Makes it 92-90. So strange. Thunder obviously have gotten to the line tonight. Celtics shooting all the threes, have not. Boston down 2, opening minute, fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown dribbling low, protecting that ball. At the dotted line, push pass out to the corner. Pritchard rises for 3. It's a little bit short. Rebound pinballed around. Jaylen dropped it, and Holmgren's got it. 13th rebound for Holmgren. Thunder by 2 and the ball. They extended the lead with SGA out in the second quarter. Try to do it again here. Bad pass by Hartenstein, trying to throw it to 3 guys to the cutter Isaiah Joe. It got kicked, though, instinctively by Luke Cornett. So that'll be a reset of the shot clock.
Now about to come back in this game, so now you're trying to challenge right now with another big.
It feels like the Cavs should all be lying across the sideline saying, "We got next."
Eliminate the rest of the team.
Wallace, left-hand dribble, driving on Derek White, finds the cutter. Hartenstein knocks Cornett backwards and then gets fouled by Derek White, and that's a 4th foul on Derek White.
Hartenstein just comes in with reckless abandon. I love the way he plays. This is one of the things I think the Knicks miss.
No question.
He just comes in with that.
A lot of people are saying, well, the Knicks now, Brunson's out, they could fall. They're not going to fall. The Bucks keep losing. The Pacers aren't winning enough games. Right now, there's just too much separation. New York is 5 games ahead of that pack with Milwaukee, Indiana, and Detroit. They would have to go way, way, way south to drop out of that 3rd spot. Hartenstein misses the second free throw after getting the first. And the Thunder, if this one gets away, they're going to be looking at that free throw line. They've missed 6 of them tonight. They lead by 3. Jaylen Brown drives right side, fouled on the floor. It's Wallace. His first. Imagine both of these teams at full health in 7 games.
Yeah.
So many options. Celtics with the ball down by 3. 10:36 to go. Luke Cornett hands to Derek White. Jaylen Brown can't get free from Casey Wallace. Derek White will try the left side, kick out Horford, return to Derek White. Out it comes to Jaylen, 6 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown going to pull up, shoot a 3. No good. Back iron, he forced that. Rebound Hartenstein. Jaylen Brown 3 of 12, 0 for 4 from 3. Thunder lead 93-90. Hartenstein wearing that mask. Hands off to Isaiah Joe. Now Holmgren. Peyton Pritchard chewing at his ankles. He gets rid of it to Hartenstein. Finds Isaiah Joe deep in the left side, sets the screen. Isaiah Joe turns the corner, finds Hartenstein rolling to the basket. Celtics reach out and knock the ball away out of bounds, but they're calling a foul. Cornett.
Great pick and roll situation here. Tatum about to come back in this game, but Hartenstein comes in. They hit him on the arm. Might have knocked the ball away with the first time by Luke, but Brown on the other side.
First free throw for Hartenstein is good. Thunder now in this game. +7 with SGA on the bench, -3 with him in the game.
The thing that the craziest thing you look at is Hartenstein. They gave him all that money. I know he wanted to stay in New York, but I think this is a better fit for him growing with an organization of players like this.
He gets the free throws. 5 straight to break the tie for the Thunder. 95-90. Tatum comes back in with 10 minutes left. Al Horford, diagonal kick out. It's Tatum moving behind the Horford screen. Tatum knocks Isaiah Joe away. His elbow jumper going to come up short. And the rebound belongs to Wiggins. Wiggins up the right side of the floor. They pull away from him, so he's wide open. He's due, but he missed another shot. Horford going to let the rebound go out of bounds. And Aaron Wiggins now 0 for 8. And he's the guy who's starting for Jalen Williams. And you say, if you're a Thunder fan, you go, yeah, this is a close game, and we don't even have Jalen Williams or Caruso. And if you're a Celtic fan, you're saying, yeah, well, we don't have Porzingis, who could have matched up with Holmgren early when he was piling up all his rebounds. And that's what the NBA is in 2025. It's hard to get a full read during the regular season on what the matchups will look like, because teams just aren't healthy. Jaylen Brown moving to his right. Holmgren in front of him, kind of shoos him away, puts it in the right hand, drives strong, floats it up, and gets the bounce.
Wow, that's a tough shot over a big like that.
Jalen's up to 8 points, 95-92. Thunder by 3. 9:14 to go. Holmgren Deep on the left side. Puts to the floor, ducks the shoulder, drives on Horford. Kick out Isaiah Joe. Here's the entry, Hartenstein against Derek White. Push pass back to Holmgren. Holmgren thinking about the long jumper instead. Going to try to take Derek White. Spins back into traffic, and that allows Derek White to swat the shot away. He was so distracted by Horford, he took his eye off Derek White. Jaylen Brown for Horford, swings in the left corner. Derek White is open for three. Tie game. Wow. Wow. This is just too good. This game is so good, it must be fattening. 8:50 to go. Right back where we started again. Boston 95, OKC 95. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Geico's motorcycle expertise gives me the coverage I need, like 24/7 claims. I'm on cloud 9.
Disclaimer, clouds are wholly unable to support the weight of an adult human.
What's happening?
Furthermore, clouds are not numbered. Even if you procured a jetpack and searched, you'd find no cloud numbered 9. However, at that altitude, you'd likely befriend a flock of migrating snow geese.
Geese?
Who'd encourage you to leave your 24/7 Geico motorcycle claims insurance behind, as they would take you in and even share their dinner of crickets and clovers with you.
Ew.
Geico assumes no liability for any indigestion that may occur from a clover cricket dinner. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Game plan upgrade brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. Companies of all sizes have harnessed the power of NetSuite by Oracle and AI to improve forecasting, planning, and customer support. Uncover insightful, profit-driven recommendations for your business today. Learn more at netsuite.com/Celtics. And plenty of game planning here, and changes and adjustments, and a basketball lab being staged by Joe Missoula and Mark Daigneault tonight. Jason Tatum went back to the locker room during the timeout. He has just returned, and a tie game with 8:50 to go.
Well, you know, people are going to have to make moves. And it's going to be who's going to have the best defensive moves. Offense has to really pick up. And I said again, Jaylen Brown has to be the key. Jaylen Brown, one of your key players right now, only has 8 points in this game. Tatum has 29. Horford's come in and played well with 15. And White, the other guys who have to step up right now are going to be Brown, or another guy, look at Drew Holiday, who's back in this game, always comes up with something big.
Tatum is back in the game. Could have been nature calling, could have been a retape.
Nature? Okay.
More likely some kind of retape or adjustment. He came back out on the floor with about 12 to 15 seconds left before the ball came back in. Got the longer timeouts tonight with the ESPN game. Tie score, 8:39 to go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back in the game. Return to Isaiah Joe. Drew Holiday comes out to challenge. Isaiah Joe takes it back from Kenrich Williams, launches a deep three, switch.
Whoa. Joe is killing me.
Both teams have shot the three about the same, except the Celtics have taken 22 more and made 7 of them. Tatum, left side behind the back bounce pass. Horford will try straight away three and ties the game again.
Not so fast. Not so fast, KC.
Al Horford, Jason Tatum, and Derek White have 16 threes between them, and we still have 8:02 to go. Tie score is 98. 10 ties, 10 lead changes tonight. Thunder have led most of the night. 7:55 to go. SGA moving to his right. Swings it left wing. Isaiah Joe bounce past Kenrich Williams. It's all alone in the corner, and he rattles home a three. Both teams just picking their poison tonight. 101-98. Thunder by 3. Hartenstein went for a steal. Horford pulls it away from him. Finds Holiday. Has a step on SGA. Throws to the right corner. Jaylen Brown for the tie. It rims out. Rebound. Kenrich Williams can't grab it. Holiday punches it in the air. Gets it back from Al Horford. Has it in the left corner. He'll try a three and miss it. And the rebound belongs to Isaiah Joe. The Celtics are going to be exhausted from launching all these shots tonight. 56 three-point attempts. SGA draws another foul. It's on the floor. It's on Jaylen Brown. 4 fouls on Jaylen Brown. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander draws another foul. And the Celtics no longer have a foul to give with 7:17 remaining, trailing by 3.
Brown is being physical. He's being physical, but just can't extend yourself that much against a guy like that. On the baseline.
SGA against Holiday.
Ball away.
Turning, fading, rims out. Boy, expect that to go. And Hartenstein knocks the loose ball away from Tatum out of bounds. It's been a great night for SGA. It hasn't been a brilliant shooting night for him. 9 of 16, 2 of 6 from 3. He's missed a free throw. Tatum straight away against Lou Dort. Holmgren's really been the guy for OKC tonight. Tatum moving to his right, steps into a right side 3, circles the rim, and the rim spits it out into the hands of SGA, his 4th rebound. That would have tied the game. 6:51 to go. SGA against Jaylen Brown, ducks the shoulder, gets to the elbow, feels contact. Did he initiate it? No, but it's going to be another foul. It's 5 on Jaylen. And SGA knows instinctively, regardless of the fact they called that foul on the floor, Celtics are over the limit now with 6:48 to go.
Offhand, now Brown has to come out of this game.
Rough night for Jaylen Brown. SGA bounces in the free throw. He got the Don Nelson bounce off the back iron.
Well, you've said this one thing about this team when you think about the Thunder. You said late game situations, they execute probably as well as anybody. And they're great free throw shooters.
They've been great all year. #1 free throw shooting team in the league. They don't get there a ton, but SGA does. Thunder by 5, 103-98. 6:39 to go. And a call away from the ball here. It might be Dort.
Yeah. Dort's DNA will be all over Tatum's body tonight. He's just been wrapped around it.
Celtics down 5. Tatum on the inbound. It's safely with Drew Holiday. Holiday with SGA on it. Moving to his right behind a Tatum screen. Dort fights through it. Tatum comes to get it straight away. Here's the marquee matchup. Tatum against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum switches to the left hand. Spins in the paint. Lost the ball. Clean turnover. SGA leads a 4-on-2. Pritchard shoulders him. He shovels to the corner. Isaiah Joe open. Misses the 3. That would have been a big one. Rebound belongs to Derek White. Celtics dodge a huge one here. Derek White, offensive end, finds the trailer. It's Drew Holiday. Up takes the 3. Drives on Hartenstein. Spins in the paint. No shot available. Horford puts in the hands of Derek White, who drives. Pump fake. Paint taken away. Kick out. Swung around the horn to Tatum. Left side 3. It's in the air. No good. Back iron. Rebound belongs to Kenrich Williams. He collides with Derek White. They both go tumbling to the ground. And if this foul is on Derek White, which presumably it is, the Celtics are long since over the limit. A free throw disparity could end up being the difference tonight.
I'm not sure. Hartenstein looked like he hit it more than anything else.
Celtics, neither team has used a challenge here.
Williams at the line, shooting 2.
Kenrich Williams, good free throw shooter. He hadn't played a lot this year. He's only been at the line 22 times all year. First one's good.
Well, you sure look at this series and you're going, man, you'd love to have Porzingis. Love to have Porzingis.
And the Thunder saying they'd love to have Jalen Williams and Alex Caruso.
I'd make that trade-off. Jalen Williams is good. Uh-oh.
Another missed free throw. So the Celtics trail by 6 because the Thunder have missed 7 free throws tonight. #1 free throw shooting team in the league. Tatum out of the logo against Lou Dort. Starts his drive. Over the shoulder pass. Gives Horford a clean look at a straightaway 3. It rims out. Would have been his 7th of the night. Amazing how many open 3s the Celtics have had tonight. They are 19 of 59. You hold the Celtics to 32% from 3. You got a chance to beat them. And that's where Celtics are down to now after that hot first quarter. SGA moving to his left. Pritchard trying to stay with him. SGA throws his body to the ground. This time he does not get the call. And the Celtics have the rebound. He tried to draw one there. Didn't get it. Pritchard. For Al Horford. Now Holiday comes to get it. Celtics offense has gone to sleep here in the 4th quarter, just as it did in Oklahoma in January. Al Horford against Isaiah Joe. Kicks to the far corner. Deflected. Good deflection by Kenrich Williams. Kept Derek White from getting an open 3. And now the shot clock is down to 7.
Swinging that ball around. I'd rather see Al just take that ball towards the basket with a smaller guy on it.
Pritchard on the under out of bounds, and safely Derek White, quick three, not a chance. Air ball, he got it off too quick. Pritchard jumps out of bounds to get it, so it will go back to OKC.
Now what you've seen the Celtics here in the last 3-4 possessions, they have not gotten some shots, some quality shots other than the one to Al took.
Thunder by 6, and the ball. Exactly 5 minutes remaining right now if you're syncing up with TV. SGA moving to his right. Pritchard trying to stay in front of him. SGA has it in the left hand. Starts his drive, gets to the dotted line, turns, fades, and hits.
That boy is smooth as silk.
8 straight for the Thunder. They lead 106-98. 4:40 to go. Shades of January 5th creeping into this one. Celtics have gone scoreless nearly 4 minutes now. Tatum, drop step, pulls up on Isaiah Joe. 17-footer is good, ends the drought.
Gotta make Shea work. You gotta make Shea work.
Tatum's been great tonight. 31, 6, and 8. 106-100. Entry, Holmgren. Horford reaches out, knocks the ball away, and Holmgren has to go out of bounds. They're saying off the Celtics. Thunder will get it back.
This is what I love when you got a guy making this extra pass. Even though although Shea has been tremendous, this has made good situations to look it over and make a pass to a guy going towards the basket. Chet Holmgren has been really kind of the difference maker in this game. 21 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, a blocked shot.
Good look for Holmgren. Left side three is no good. Rebound Tatum, his 7th. And there comes Drew Holiday up the left side. Switches to the right hand. It's Wallace in deep. Steps to Wiggins in deep. Kick out to Pritchard. They swing it around the horn. Jaylen Brown got a drive, elevate, two-hand slam. He needed that. Remarkably, Boston's only down by 4 here. 106-102. 3:49 to go. SGA into the front court against Peyton Pritchard. How many of these games can exceed the height? This one has again tonight. SGA, dogged by Pritchard, ducks the shoulder, steps back, zips the entry to Holmgren, and he gets blitzed, fouled, and Jaylen Brown, if it's on him, he's fouled out.
Yeah, put him on the arm. Al tried to put his arm up saying I fouled him, but it wasn't.
That's it. Jaylen Brown is fouled out.
The Celtics number 9, Derek White, back into the game, replacing number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen holding his hands over his head, walks off. He fouls out with 3:36 to go.
Can't help you now. How many of those fouls were that Shea picked up on him?
A lot.
Probably at least about 3 of those fouls.
Holmgren bounces the second free throw in. 108-102. Boston with the ball down 6. 3:34 to go at rolling. Jaylen Brown has fouled out. Free throw attempts 29-9 in favor of the Thunder in this game. Celtics have attempted 26 more threes. Tatum moving to his right. Tough ball away at 18. Rims out. Rebound number 14 for Holmgren.
This is cleaning that glass.
And Mark Daigneault wants a timeout as Dort comes across half court.
Great. Good timeout here.
3:12 to go. OKC 108, Boston 102 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out. so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But this one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number. $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. Oh, one last number. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Granger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
19,156. The sellout streak continues at TD Garden, and many, many, many more wish they were in the building tonight to see this battle. Celtics trail the Thunder 108-102. 3:12 to go. The Celtics run out of gas now that Jaylen Brown has fouled out. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd and excitement of the future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. And running out of games. The 7-game homestand ends tonight. Celtics only have 6 home games left the entire season. Celtics will get 1 game next week against the Brooklyn Nets, and then they'll embark on the 2-week Western road trip.
Well, these are the teams that you look at. You say, okay, you play Cleveland, lost to Cleveland. You play this team, another contender, and you right now, if things don't change, you're headed towards a loss for them. So, but again, if you're a Celtic fan, you keep thinking your glory is in if we somehow get Porzingis back in the lineup.
So many memorable nights in this historic season for the OKC Thunder. After the Celtics had one of the greatest regular seasons in NBA history a year ago, the Cavs and the Thunder have matched it to this point. Holmgren, left-hand dribble, driving on Horford, dotted line. Horford taking that rim away. Holmgren kicks out with 6 on the shot clock. SGA tries to turn the corner on Holiday, steps to his left. It's a 3, it rims out, and the rebound yanked down by Horford. He got fouled and reaching. That's a bad foul by the Thunder because it stops the clock. Well, SGA has missed a couple of shots tonight that have been falling for him all year. That was one of them.
Skimmer rimmed around, and Al battling 2 guys to get a rebound.
Celtics ball, down 6, 2:51 to go. Oh, it's been good stuff. Derek White in the logo, gets a hard screen from Tatum. Return to the Tatum against Kenrich Williams. Horford now sets the high screen. Tatum trying to come downhill, pull up on Holmgren, jumps into him. The shot is no good. Traveling. Tatum trying to draw the foul. It's all for traveling. And the Celtics did what you had to do to stay in against the Thunder in the first half, not turn the ball over, but that's 10 turnovers in the second half.
Normally star players don't get that call. Ooh, it was a steal.
Holiday couldn't knock it away from Wallace. Wallace is able to go get it in the backcourt. Ball in the hands of SGA now. 8 of the shot clock, 2:23 to go. Thunder by 6. Ball swung left side. It's Wallace for 3. Got it.
You pay attention to all these other guys. And beautiful shot there.
All year long, they've done it down the stretch. A 13-4 run for the Thunder. And with 2:06 to go, Boston in big trouble down by 9. Al Horford, corner 3. Celtics need it. Don't get it. Rebound with one hand belongs to Wallace. Outlets to SGA. Into the front court. Now the Thunder would just run some clock. We are under 2 minutes to go. OKC by 9. Wallace attacks the left side in the paint. Runs it up with the left hand and in. 5 big points from Cason Wallace down the stretch. Thunder by 11. 1:43 to go. Derek White attacks SGA, gets in deep, scores with the left hand and the foul to keep very, very thin hopes alive.
I don't understand why Shea would foul in that situation. Got the Celtics dead to rights here.
Fans headed for the exits here with 1:40 to go. Celtics are going to drop, barring a miracle, to 8-6 this year at home against the Western Conference. 3-point play for Derek White. Margin is 8 right now. 1:40 to go. SGA in the backcourt. Stripped to the ball by Pritchard by the time he comes up, and then he throws it away. Pritchard with the steal. Shovel for Al Horford. Kick to the corner. Derek White for 3. Nope. Rebound. Pritchard battles for it, but he's not tall enough. Holmgren rips it away, and that is likely the Celtics' last chance. That just went out the window.
Oh.
And they pressured SGA into a backcourt turnover. We're down to 1:13 to go. The Thunder will become the first team to sweep the Celtics this year in the season series. SGA, nasty move, step into his right free throw line. Jumper bounces in. The icing on the cake. They have dominated the fourth quarter all year long, and they do it again tonight in Boston. Drew Holiday attacks the paint, scores to the left hand. Just a matter of the final margin here. It's 8 right now with 51 seconds to go. 115-107. Wallace cross half court. He was jostled. That was not an intentional foul, but it is one that will stop the clock, and Wallace will shoot free throws. How about Case and Wallace here down the stretch?
Case and Wallace. Another thing that happened also in this game was like White is fouled out of this game, but the other thing, them getting in the penalty situation early in the fourth quarter, that eliminated the Celtics putting pressure in the backcourt.
The Celtics end up attempting 61 threes in this game, but the free throw disparity is going to be 31-10. This was, as we said all night, much more of a laboratory than it was a game for these two innovative coaches. But Joe Missoula and Sam Cassell are out on the floor, out of half court.
Well, what they were looking at is saying that Derek White actually fouled out. They might have called a foul on somebody else, but now I think they gave it back to Derek. But yeah, you give OKC full marks today, coming in and winning this game.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Celtics manage the back-to-back over the weekend. And these final 16 games pretty much locked into their spot. Fittingly, offensive rebound off a missed free throw. And the Thunder will just run some clock here and run it down up by 9 with 38 seconds to go. SGA was really good tonight, but Holmgren and then late Case and Wallace the difference. Kenrich Williams shooting a 3 here late in the game, misses it. And the rebound going to belong to Al Horford. He hands to Tatum. Celtics down 9 with 25 seconds to go. Tatum goes the length of the floor and gets fouled by Holmgren. So we'll shoot some free throws. 31, 7, and 8 for Tatum tonight. Al Horford was great. I'm going to double check these numbers. It's pretty close, but the Celtics tonight, it's going to be one of those games where they're going to be pretty close to even with Tatum on the floor, but they did not survive.
Oklahoma doing the
minutes without him. They're going to challenge the call. With 22.5 to go, and got the challenge, you might as well use it.
That to me, that's when you say you're rubbing salt in the wound there.
Mark Daigneault the other day in the game against Denver. Jokic is like Horford. He likes to get the ball and inbound it. What Daigneault did was put Dylan Jones, who now has earned the nickname the permanent sub. He kept him at the scores table for basically 20 minutes at a time. When there's somebody waiting to potentially check in, the officials don't hand the ball to the guy. They look over to see if you want to check somebody in.
It's an unsuccessful challenge.
Unsuccessful challenge, for whatever that's worth. Tatum will get some free throws here with Boston down 9 and 22 seconds to go. But essentially what he did was hack the system so the officials would not hand the ball to Jokic, and he couldn't get it inbound because the officials kept looking at the scores table. And there's no rule that says if you go to the scores table that you have to check in. I bet that changes next year because of this. But Joe Missoula and Mark Daigneault, two peas in a pod that way. They're always looking for things people haven't thought of.
You want those challenges, you know, if you were, you know, guys are trying to experiment, thinking about what's going to happen late in basketball games.
Celtics will fly to Miami, the Friday night game, NBA TV game, and then that brutal back-to-back. Celtics going into two buildings that they have dominated. They have a very long winning streak at Barclays Center. That'll be on the line Saturday. I don't think you're going to see a lot of Celtics starters in that one. Tatum gets the free throws. And Celtics see if they're going to try to foul here with a 7-point margin. Looking for the steal in the backcourt. They don't get it. SGA into the front court. Moves it ahead. Celtics get at the foul. Thunder don't have to shoot. They fouled Dort with 14.6 to go.
That was another good possession today. Dort was really good tonight in what he was able to do. Pushing up the floor, attacking, knocking down shots, and being really physical and using his fouls on Tatum.
Celtics are going to go 5-2 in the homestand, but everyone's going to talk more about the 2 losses than the 5 wins because they came to the other 2 elite teams in the NBA, to Cleveland and OKC.
When you think about the Cleveland game, when you had that huge lead against them, and they essentially kind of walked you down.
And the most important thing over this final month for the Celtics, Dort missed the free throws. Hauser has the rebound. Final 10 seconds. Pritchard racing into the front court against SGA. Pulls up for the 3 and hits it. So it's a 4-point game, and Celtics will keep fouling. Hauser fouls SGA in the backcourt. Stops the clock with 6.9 to go. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
Grady Maxson, about half a crowd left in the building. Disappointing night as the Celtics fail to get the Thunder back for that game in January. SGA gets the free throws, and Joe Missoula is calling timeout. The game within the game continues. Mark Daigneault challenged the call when this game had been decided. Now Joe Missoula calls timeout, down 6 with 6.9 to go.
Shoot the 3, try to get the steal. Miracles have happened before. But this was a good game. There was a lot of good things that happened. A few of the things the Celtics have to work on again was the rebounding. Early in the basketball game, you could just see they got too many second chance opportunities.
And the Celtics missed a lot of open threes, as many as they took. A lot of them were open shots that they missed, and we've talked about this for 2 years. One of the things you have to do to beat the Celtics is hold them to 32% from 3, and that's exactly what the Thunder did. Celtics came out, trailed 9-0, and then when they came out of that timeout down 9-0, they literally made 7 threes in the next sequence of the game. Every shot they made, the first 10 shots the Celtics made tonight were threes. They didn't make 2 until we were 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, I think you just look at Chad Hunger being such a difference maker tonight. Look at those stats on him. 23 points, 15 rebounds tonight. Surprised he wasn't credited with a blocked shot.
Drew Holiday bounces it into Tatum. He will try from the corner. A follow-away 3 as an air ball. Rebound belongs to SGA. The clock will hit triple zeros. The Celtics will go into the playoffs as the reigning and defending world champions. The Cleveland Cavaliers are having the best year in their franchise history, but have no illusions as to who the best team in the NBA is right now and how should be the favorite heading into the playoffs. The OKC Thunder have answered every question that has been asked of them throughout this magical season. They go to 54-12. They sweep the Celtics. They come to Boston and win it by a final of 118-112. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Hotels.com knows that planning your book club's annual trip can get chaotic. Self-improvement Steve needs a hotel gym, and Horror Harriet ghosted the group chat about budget. Collaborate, vote on your favorites, and book all in the app. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
When you visit Arizona, time is measured in moments, not minutes. Like the moment your work stress disappears as you kayak through the canyons. Or the moment you discover the life-changing effects of prickly pear chocolate. But nothing beats the moment you see the Grand Canyon for the very first time. Visit a new state of mind. Learn more at hereyouareaz.com.
Geico's motorcycle expertise gives me the coverage I need, like 24/7 claims. I'm on cloud 9.
Disclaimer, clouds are wholly unable to support the weight of an adult human.
What's happening?
Furthermore, clouds are not numbered. Even if you procured a jetpack and searched, you'd find no cloud numbered 9. However, at that altitude, you'd likely befriend a flock of migrating snow geese.
Geese?
Who'd encourage you to leave your 24/7 Geico motorcycle claims insurance behind, as they would take you in and even share their dinner of crickets and clovers with you.
Ew.
Geico assumes no liability for any indigestion that may occur from a clover cricket dinner. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
11th rebound for Holmgren.
Good cut down. 20 rebounds tonight.
SGA finds Holmgren. He steps right into a right side three and knocks it down. And Chet Holmgren is putting on a show with the nation watching. He was great tonight in support of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Bosch Power Tools, hardest working player, engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease. Bosch Power Tools, be able to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Power Tools, what hard workers deserve. And the Celtics missed Porzingis tonight more than the Thunder missed Jalen Williams because of the performance of Holmgren. 23 points, 13 rebounds. The OKC Thunder sweep the season series from the Celtics. Beat them tonight 118-112. The 7-game homestand is over. The Celtics go 5-2, but everyone will remember the first game of the homestand, the loss to the Cavs, and the last game of the homestand, the loss to the OKC Thunder. It is back out on the road. We'll get you ready for Miami and Brooklyn as we wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
There's nothing more satisfying than finding the perfect green paint for your living room. Except maybe popping open that can of Valspar Ultra and rolling that first smooth stroke on the wall. And there's nothing more satisfying than admiring your freshly painted wall. Ooh. Except maybe peeling off the painter's tape to see those crisp edges. But the most satisfying part of all? Valspar Ultra's price tag, starting at $29.98 a gallon. Affordable, durable, available at Lowe's. Price varies by Sheen.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Geico's motorcycle expertise gives me the coverage I need, like 24/7 claims. I'm on cloud 9.
Disclaimer, clouds are wholly unable to support the weight of an adult human.
What's happening?
Furthermore, clouds are not numbered. Even if you procured a jetpack and searched, you'd find no cloud numbered 9. However, at that altitude, you'd likely befriend a flock of migrating snow geese.
Geese?
Who'd encourage you to leave your 24/7 Geico motorcycle claims insurance behind, as they would take you in and even share their dinner of crickets and clovers with you.
Ew.
Geico assumes no liability for any indigestion that may occur from a clover cricket dinner. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
Ready to prioritize yourself in the new year? Your skin is a great place to start. Dime Beauty, founded by a master esthetician, is more than just a skincare company. With 4 skin-conscious categories, skincare, beauty, body care, and fragrance, Dime offers simple, spa-worthy products that will help you enter 2025 with confidence. Whether you're revitalizing your regimen with nourishing products or building one from scratch, Dime makes it easy. The Work System, our all-in-one best-selling routine, includes a cleanser of your choice, toner, serums, and moisturizers, taking the guesswork out of skincare for your healthiest, happiest skin yet. Dime's commitment to clean ingredients and sustainable packaging ensures every product is as gentle on your skin as it is on the planet. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews and a loyal community, the results speak for themselves. Revive your skin and give yourself the routine refresh you deserve by visiting dimebeautyco.com. That's dimebeautyco.com. Your best skin awaits.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
SGA at half court against Jaylen Brown, doesn't want to foul. SGA forces one up to the free throw line and somehow pushing it from 15 feet away. He banked it in. Celtics throw away the inbound, don't get a shot away, and that is how the first half will come to an end. A ridiculous shot at the buzzer to end the second quarter by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 free throws for Isaiah Joe at the end of the first quarter, and the Celtics end up losing the game by 6, 118-112, as the Celtics, the Thunder, even without Jalen Williams and Alex Caruso tonight, got contributions from the guys that played. Hartenstein, Isaiah Joe, and Kenrich Williams all had double figures off the bench. The Celtics tonight had really strong games from Tatum, Horford, and White, but on what was a rough night from the start for Jaylen Brown, who eventually fouled out. Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser didn't have it tonight.
Yeah, guys struggled. Knocking down shots. Al Horford was tremendous tonight.
He had a great homestand.
He had a great homestand. Luke was really good, too. But you needed a bigger contribution, I said it before, from Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown tonight did not have his game. SGA got him in the foul difficulty, and it really just kind of changed the tempo of what those guys were doing.
Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. The Celtics end up matching an NBA record tonight, attempting 63 threes in a regulation game. 63 of their 94 shots. If you joined us halfway through or whatever, just for the conclusion of that one, 23 of the first 25 shots the Celtics took tonight were threes. As we said from the start, this game felt more like a basketball laboratory than a game with both coaches experimenting about what might be 3 months from now. But quite clearly, when you look at the round robin here between these three elite teams, while Boston and Cleveland, it's tough to choose between them, the way they played each other in the regular season. To me, the Thunder have just been a cut above.
Good, they have. They've been that way on the defensive end. And I think late in the basketball games you're talking about, you said what they had to do late in basketball games. The score was tied, and the Celtics had opportunities. But when they got the Celtics in foul difficulty, the Celtics never recover, and OKC played the Celtics like a fiddle in that fourth quarter, got opportunity after opportunity, and timely rebounds and timely turnovers.
Thunder sweep the season series, and they do something we haven't seen in 2 years. They hand the Celtics a 19th loss. Celtics only lost 18 games all of last year, and now you go into a situation with 16 games remaining. How does Joe Missoula manage? To me, the most important thing far and away is to get Kristaps Porzingis back healthy again, back acclimated. But what's interesting here is, I've said this before, I know mathematically things can still happen. That's the way of the world. But the Celtics, let's face it, the Celtics are locked into the number 2 spot. That's going to be the way the season ends, which means these 16 games become the final 20% of the season is basically an experiment here for the Celtics to lead up to the playoffs and watch everything else, all the other dominoes falling around them.
Lead up to the playoffs and also getting guys like Tatum, like Brown, additional rest when you can.
All right, 118-112 is the final. The Thunder end up sweeping the season series. They beat the Celtics tonight, and their dream season just rolls on. Back-to-back and a tough one for the Celtics. Starts with the early game, 6:30 start on the network Friday night. Celtics and the Heat in Miami, followed by the back-to-back and even earlier game against the Nets in Brooklyn on Saturday. We'll talk to you Friday. In the meantime, we'll talk to Joe Murray.
All right, thanks, guys. Celtics tonight lose. And it happened late in the game. We'll have all the highlights for you. But first, let's give you our Alexis Amazing play of the game.
SGA can't turn the corner on Horford, so he steps back into a three. He's due, and he hits it.
That barely moved.
11 straight for the Thunder. They have their largest lead up by 12, 80-68.
Well, that's tonight's Lexus Amazing Play of the Game, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Whether you're the passenger princess, a new set of twins, or even the family dog, everyone travels in luxurious comfort in the Lexus TX. We'll go over all the box score, and we'll give you more highlights. We'll do that coming up next. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out. so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, really? That's great.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Holiday middle of the floor, kick to the corner. Derek White runs there and misses the open three, and the rebound for Dort. Celtics getting great looks. Thunder trying to challenge at the last second. SGA drops back to a wide open Holmgren. His three is good.
He's still shooting like that, man. They say Chet Holmgren might be the first $100 million a year player.
Well, that's the connection of the game, powered by
Geico's motorcycle expertise gives me the coverage I need, like 24/7 claims. I'm on cloud 9.
Disclaimer, clouds are wholly unable to support the weight of an adult human.
What's happening?
Furthermore, clouds are not numbered. Even if you procured a jetpack and searched, you'd find no cloud numbered 9. However, at that altitude, you'd likely befriend a flock of migrating snow geese.
Geese?
Who'd encourage you to leave your 24/7 Geico motorcycle claims insurance behind, as they would take you in and even share their dinner of crickets and clovers with you.
Ew.
Geico assumes no liability for any indigestion that may occur from a clover cricket dinner. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
For the Celtics, Jason Tatum had 33 points. Derek White had 22. Al Horford had 18. Jaylen Brown struggled. He fouled out of the game, along with Derek White, who's never fouled out. But fouls weren't the reason why they lost tonight. Tip your cap to Oklahoma City. They let the Celtics shoot their threes, and the Celtics shot their threes, but they didn't make them. Falling 118 to 112. We're back at it on Friday night. 16 games left. We'll react to it on our flagship station, 98.5 The Sports, up until 11 o'clock tonight. Thank you, Matthew Stenberg. Excellent job tonight. I'm Joe Murray. We'll talk to you guys on Friday night here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
Jalen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boy step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Shaw's and Star Market, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. How about a trail three? Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, Brex, Corona, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. From the Town Fair Tech Studios, this is your home for every Patriots game.
Get to the end zone, try to keep the play alive. Falling down, he goes to the end zone. It's caught. He got it. Touchdown.
WBZFM at HD Boston. 98.5 The Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
The Celtics will go into the playoffs as the reigning and defending world champions. The Cleveland Cavaliers are having the best year in their franchise history, but have no illusions as to who the best team in the NBA is right now and how should be the favorite heading into the playoffs. The OKC Thunder have answered every question that has been asked of them throughout this magical season. They go to 54-12. They sweep the Celtics. They come to Boston and win it by a final of 118 to 1.
Joe Murray coming home from the Garden tonight. You want to react to this? Are we here till 11? 617-779-0985. I'll tip my cap to Oklahoma City Thunder. They were the better team tonight. Oklahoma was the better team tonight. They were better defensively. They got to the hoop more. They got to the foul line more. They had key rebounds. The better team tonight was the Oklahoma City Thunder. I can tell you a lot of stuff I thought the Celtics didn't do well. But let's talk about what Oklahoma City did well. SGA is outstanding. He cooked Jaylen Brown. Obviously, Brown was dealing with foul trouble all night long, fouled out of the game. He couldn't defend him. Tatum defended him well. And then they missed their bigs. They missed Porzingis. Chet Holmgren was awesome tonight. The X factor, if you ask me, 23 points, 15 rebounds. He was great. The Celtics shot 63 threes. They took 94 shots. Just, I said before the game, Oklahoma City struggles on the perimeter, but they're so efficient, though. They gave the Celtics the threes, and they went cold. And, you know, it was a tie game in the fourth quarter. Let's call it for what it is. It was 98-98. There was 8 minutes left. And basically went on an 8-0 run. Oklahoma City, they finished on a 20-4 run, was it? Just, you can't give up big runs like that. You can't get cold, and you got to play defense. That's what they did tonight. Now, if you want me to get into it a little bit more, the free throw disparity, I thought the Celtics would go to the line more based off how Oklahoma City puts more teams at the line than anybody. But the Celtics sent Oklahoma City to the foul line tonight 35 times. And they only made 25 of them. The Celtics had chances late, and they had a chance to win this game. In the end, it was defense that won and timely scoring, and that's what Oklahoma City did. So I'm tipping my cap to OKC. They were the better team tonight. You know, they'll have to get to the finals in order to potentially take on the Celtics, but they were the better team tonight. No doubt about it. Jaylen Brown was awful. Jaylen Brown killed the Celtics tonight. Yeah, he only turned the ball over twice, but he was 0 for 5 from downtown, which were wasted possessions. He went 5 for 15 from the field, and he couldn't defend. Crushed him. And the Celtics didn't really get much from their bench. Pritchard gave him 8. Cornette gave him 9. I guess they got 20 off their bench if you really want to look into it. But just 63 threes. They were giving them the three. And at times, the Celtics would get hot, go on a run. Then they get cold, and OKC would go on the run. They're a great team. I tip my cap. I think Oklahoma City's been the better team all year long. I think the Cavs have been a better team all year long. I bet after tonight, Oklahoma City is the favorite to win the championship. And there, I would say, pump the brakes. The Thunder pulled away with the win tonight. They pulled away with it.